Welcome to the Wileyverse.
Oh, we're on.
Yes. We are back for another game of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Dragonborn Salvation Campaign. Our campaign is all Dragonborn. All of our players are playing Dragonborn from a clan that we have created, Clan Goldath, the wealthiest of the clans.
Which, because of issues with your shirt primarily and with school, I have not made the t-shirts yet. Sorry. I know.
What the game is about is the Tirmanther, the kingdom, the land of the Dragonborn, has been under siege by evil forces. Zealot King is trying to conquer it. They've pushed the Dragonborn back to the coastline, and they're in a pretty desperate situation. It's not looking good for the Dragonborn. They're holding their own, but they've lost so much. We have two people in our group that are beholden to Bahamut, and they received a message, a quest of sorts, to possibly save their home. And they have ventured out into the world of Forgotten Realms to pursue that, and that has brought them to the Pinion, this massive monument of stone, a sheer mount at the end of a mountain range that seems to have some ties with the Titans and Dragon wars of their homeland, Aber, a completely separate land that has fallen in here. And venturing in, they have discovered a piece of metal, a hunk of metal, that exhibits both the properties of platinum and adamantium. And they wish to forge it into a weapon.
Made a great glove already.
Yeah. Forge it into a weapon befitting of Bahamut to possibly use against Tiamat if her worldly avatar ever does get summoned. They are in the city of Shady Rest.
Shade Rest?
Shade Rest. Yeah. They are in the Shady Rest Inn when a...
Yeah.
when a drake attacked them.
Go on. Tell us all about it, Wiley.
A drake attacked them. This drake has been harrowing them. They've just fended it off, but Rofrost has dropped, and our priest here is rushing to heal him.
It is in fact possible to daunt me.
Also, we did fend that thing off naked.
We did. We were unclothed.
No armor.
No armor.
All right, so let's go around the table. Introduce yourselves, starting with Savroth.
I am Savroth of the Goldath clan. I'm a Dragonborn cleric, / priest, whatever you want to call it.
What color?
I am silver.
Silver Dragonborn.
He can't see himself.
I was like, I looked at my pictures.
It says it right there, too.
Good call. I am more or less the reason why we are on this current quest, because I received a message from a strange individual that told me the only way to preserve the Dragonborn race, but to come out here, and things have thus happened since then that have led us to Shade Rest and the Pinion.
Xeranax.
I'm Xeranax of Goldath, but rather than follow the normal military conscription, I chose to find boon for our clan elsewhere and sailed the seas for a number of years. The Yellowknife. Since returned for the festival held by our people every 5 years. Something like that?
No, every year.
Every year.
It just hadn't been held.
I was reconscripted into the service of my lord to bring us to the lands we are at now in search of the meanings behind his dreams to our Lord Bahamut.
And Rofrost.
It's true. My name is Rofas, and it is true that some may call me undaunted after a successful military campaign against the Clan Goldath's mortal enemies. But I would have fallen if it were not for our Lord Savroth Goldath's brilliant display of his faith into Bahamut, or at least his challenge to acquire that power, and as such I redoubled my faith into our clan lords, and thus I am in debt of life too, said Savroth, though as of last night I question if I truly am undaunted, as the legends that I continuously have committed are in fact true. And could I be daunted? I felt as such last night. But here we are, in shade rest, after a second quarrel with this red drake.
That leaves only Ayasa.
Tell me.
And I am Wiley, but I am also running the NPC Ayasa, the Lucid, a wizard of Clan Goldath who had mentored under the tutelage of a diviner from Cormyr. And part of the reason why they came all this way is they met with Ayasa's master, and he gave odd portents and strange facts about what's going on in the world, which led them here. So, when we last left, the Drake had just attacked you in the middle of the night, the dark of night. You have fended it off, but you had sent it into a fury, and it has done much damage. 2 buildings are on fire. 1 building is partially crushed. Your stuff is in one of those buildings, and you right now are running up to Rofros, who is unconscious on the ground.
And pretty charred.
And daunted.
And daunted.
Very much daunted.
I'm just naked, but very, fine. Everything's fine. I feel bad.
Everything's fine here.
What are my hit points? Full? Oops. Sorry. I tried. You're just very hittable.
That's what I do.
So what are you doing with Rofros?
Probably go ahead and cure his wounds.
You are awakened
Ah.
and healed once more by Bahamut's grace.
I guess, Spartan, I see you, and I reach out to you, and I grab your shoulder, and I say, the gold dragons. Did you see them too, my lord?
Those are Ayasa's magic missiles.
Mm-mm.
No?
It's the vision you had.
Oh, yeah,
So
I guess
I
who
only-
pays attention?
Hey,
The drunk? Who knew?
Hush. I
Yes.
only see Ayasa's magic missiles.
Yes.
It's true. Oh,
That's what.
very true.
So that's what Xeranax is like. Oh, those are just Ayasa's magic missiles.
The other drunk.
But you feel that he is speaking of the vision you had.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Ayasa, she steps out into the middle of the road and rolls up her sleeves and just starts channeling power and reaches up to the flaming building next to her, the inn where your stuff is, and she just starts drawing the fire down and out of the place with her control flames cantrip.
I tried to help in some way.
You just got up and are still pretty wounded,
for
but
a few minutes. We need you to get hit again next time we see that Drake. Sorry. We need you to get hit again next time we see that Drake.
Thank you, Salvatore. I'm sorry, Xanax.
Xeranax.
I like Xanax.
Get my father.
Do you respond to anything to him when he says that to you?
He's not
Let it go.
beholden to me. He doesn't have to say shit to me. I'm just a soldier.
I just pass it off as
I would've
he's
thought we were
kind of in
friends.
shock from being knocked unconscious. So.
Ty and Rick show up and start commanding folks to you over here, do this, get water, get this.
Where's the third brother?
We don't know.
I'm well enough to go look for him.
You want to head out?
Yeah, I've got to go in. There's 3 of them, right?
But you're not at the Three Scholars. So the Three Scholars is a bar somewhere else. You were staying at the Shady Rest.
No.
So-
Will, Rick,
Never
and
mind.
Ty.
Never mind.
Well, Rick and yeah.
Sorry, I
So
thought the shade was
So
here.
Will
No.
went to find out.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I know. I
He's not there.
most likely Will is still researching what you have to do with that rock.
No,
So
okay.
Ty and Rick came out.
I got nervous.
Yeah.
It came out. I was like,
Right. No, where's the third? No. So they're both out here along with Commander Locke of the Shade Watch, who Locke approaches you and says, "Are you safe? Have you driven off the beast?"
It appears to have fled.
I cough in agreement.
It's had enough of Clan Goldath for this day.
You should make way with Rick. They will. They will. How does it? You go someplace for protection.
Seek shelter.
They will shelter you for the rest of the evening.
Sounds good. Where's the prince?
Did-
My lord, I thought you were... It's all coming back to me. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I haven't even had time to be surprised at
Yeah,
your presence yet.
Because like that thing jumped on top and collapsed the
Like,
room. And,
Savra, he speaks the truth. You live.
Yeah, after you ditched me in the room.
Yeah, ditched him.
I'm sorry, my lord. I was trying to save you.
We do the Goldath squeeze.
and he also
Not good
says
enough.
he thought the cat would chase the mouse, but the cat likes cheese better.
Shut up, you wench.
I pretend.
I failed, my lord.
I pretend to understand Diasa. Ooh, that's not good.
No, you don't understand it.
All the deed.
But he jumped out the window hoping the Drake would follow him,
It's true, I did. Yeah.
not realizing that the Drake's primary purpose is to kill him and take that piece of metal. Like,
It was an interesting start to a session.
yeah.
That was quite the fight.
I
Sorry.
did grab that and
That's like the only thing you did grab was the bag. The rest of your stuff is up in that collapsed
Actually,
room.
you asked about it like 4 times. Like, how's the bag? You're like, it's not your turn.
So, you know that you can go back to the Three Scholars for shelter, but there's also a lot of people out here, people and things that need help and doing.
Yeah, no shit. Like this village just got crushed. Well, okay, so Rofrust is conflicted. He's gonna voice like he is actively voicing. I'm saying that he is voicing like we need to help these people. We brought this danger upon them. But at the same time, he is feeling, especially the extremities that Dragonborn feel. He really feels like he failed his lord by stepping out and then getting crushed, and so he's sticking by Savroth. But he is rapidly suggesting we should help these people.
I kick in that Goldath pays their debts, even the modern ones. I've obviously just watched Black Panther. It's not Southern anymore. It's all Wakanda.
No, it's good.
Do
it's
it.
good.
Do it. And what'd you think of Black Panther?
It was alright. I mean, the movie was okay.
It's not what you said before.
I said I think Wakanda's ridiculous idea of like hiding an entire civilization that's been advanced. I wasn't interested in Black Panther. The movie itself was a lot of fun. Watching Michael B. Jordan get killed was a highlight of my night. So I don't care for the guy, but that's okay.
I want to watch Creed. I haven't watched it.
He's not an actor. He's a personality.
Really?
So I thought Tom Hanks. We just talked about this earlier.
The Imperial Guard.
You want to see Tom Hanks get lost on an island. You want to see Tom Hanks get... Oh, I talked with him about this. You want to see Tom Hanks get mail. You want to see Tom Hanks...
Get
You
mail.
want to see him get mail?
Yeah.
Are you talking about
That's
you got mail?
Yeah, fuck that. You want to see Tom Hanks get given the fucking
But-
bulldog?
Was he
Michael
in
B.
Cats
Jordan-
and Dogs, or was that somebody else? Was
That was
Janine
it.
Garofalo? Was that Tom Hanks and
Yeah,
Janine
anyway.
Garofalo?
Michael B. Jordan as Creed isn't playing...
Best folks
I
ever seen
haven't-
you'll ever
I
see on
haven't seen
TV,
that.
folks.
I haven't
Check it
seen
out.
that. I'm
Cats
just
and Dogs.
saying that
With
Cats
Janine
and
everything I've
Garofalo.
ever seen him in, I'm always like, is that Will Smith's son? No, he's slightly more coherent.
Eh.
Like there's nothing stands out about the guy. I don't get it. I feel that way about a lot of actors, and that's just one.
So are you trying to say that we're helping these people?
Is that what's going on? You guys are helping these people?
That's what we've decided.
yeah,
we have
I
to
also want to express to Ty is the one that's staying here, right? He said go with Rick to
Locke said to go with Rick.
Locke said.
So yeah, Locke is the Shade
Yeah.
Shade Watch captain.
We
cannot.
I believe we did find out, like us ourselves, that I don't know if it was Rofrus or who it was that heard that it sounded like he was receiving instructions from somebody, the Drake itself.
So this is the second time that this has come up, but I don't remember it. That might just be me. It did look like it heard something. Like
yeah,
it looked up in the air.
I know, I saw that. Yeah.
So yes,
I do remember seeing it pull away.
It was delighted in attacking us, and
it wanted
heard
like
something.
it was. Hi,
It wants to kill you.
it wanted. It was enraged. Something called it off.
We've heard the fuck out of it.
Do you? Is that something you're bringing up?
Yeah, I just wanted to express that to...
You should not tell the guard that this is our fault. They will not shelter us.
We already told the guard that it's our fault. We came warning them about it.
It took a couple seconds.
I have a really big jaw.
He has a big jaw. Like,
I got a big hand.
It's like a second.
You have to get the arm around it.
How do you get past the warts? There's a lot of warts like right here.
Those are my super scales. Thank you.
Super skills. But yeah, I would express that it seems like this Drake is being controlled by something. I think that we know it's one of the...
I'm the only one that expresses distaste in the honor of
one of the worm spawn, one of the the dragon spawn.
Like, oh, yeah.
All right. So instead of sheltering off, you help those around. Ayasa puts out all the fires around her after many turns of
Super
just
useful,
controlling flame. She puts out all the fires. You guys, the two healers, can help anyone that's injured and wounded.
I mean, I can command a little bit.
Yeah, you can head up into the building to recover people that are stuck, like you know all about, like shipwrecks, ship tossing, you know, all that kind of stuff. So you can get into the smaller places, find where people are hiding and stuck
for safety.
Yep, and get them out of there. And then help people, get your own stuff out and get everyone else's stuff out of that part, and make sure it's structurally sound inside, because there's a lot of damage on that second floor. So it's towards dawn when you guys, when things are finally settling down, and the panic and the calamity of the night before is finally kind of washing over. You've got your gear, you've pulled it out of the stuff, you've cleaned up the streets, you've cleaned up the mess of the room, and made sure everything was reinforced and make sure everyone's okay. But yeah, it's morning, and finally, things are kind of normal-ish. There's obviously people outside and wondering what's going on and all that kind of stuff.
As a sailor, I say we should walk away from this room. Bill.
The bill.
The bill. The room bill.
The bill of fixing the place up.
You've caused this. We will stand by our actions.
I'm the one that's staying behind. I'm just joking.
And you can easily write a
It's
writ
time for jokes underhand.
from your clan saying, hey, this is, we'll send something off to get full compensation for the damages, if you would like. I mean, you have that backing.
A writ of Odin.
Yep. Let's just say, hey, send this off to my clan, and they will send you money.
Surely Goldoth will certainly provide.
But
I will offer my skill, my lord.
Is that your skill?
Yeah, it's my gold skill.
Your skill?
Yeah. No!
no! You're beholden
Don't
to
you
it.
dare! I will kill you! Thank you.
Are you asking me if I do that?
I'm just saying that it's something you can do. If you want to do it, you can. I mean, there was lots of damage to these couple buildings here, including the oldest inn in this place.
It seems the way to right what we have done.
Yeah, it's definitely the best way to go about it, considering we don't have the coin ourselves
Personal
right
wealth.
now to spare for our quest is not finished.
Ty says, you can write that writ out to me, but I'm not going to cash it in. I'll take care of the damages.
Then why do you need the writ?
Let's just call it favors owed.
Fair enough.
The handshake. Ty does the traditional handshake, not the arm handshake.
The worst
not the
thing I've ever taught these guys.
The handshake.
No.
So, yep, you get a handshake. You can write a writ out to him. He goes, folds that up, pockets it. He speaks to the proprietors of the Shady Rest, and they seem like, oh yeah, like we'll take the money. And Rick comes up and was like, I think Will has found something, or at least a start.
Oh, was looking over the stone?
He already looked at the stone. Now he's just looking up why, like what you can do with it. So,
I suggest that we owe the 3 scholars quite a bit.
Well,
Money, time, effort.
Was not us, but the clan.
you personally.
And what
The 3 scholars have done a lot for you.
I've been around and
That's the benefit of working for a clan.
things always come back around. At some point, we won't be able to say no anymore. Perhaps they have the best intentions in mind. This is their home. We have damaged it. We have taken their intelligence. We have taken their time. We have done
Are these
things for them.
Are the 3 scholars the ones that taught us the word Zanshe?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Alright, pretty big. Alright. What's the damages?
You're not keeping a ledger of the damages.
I am.
Oh.
When in room, fire to 2 buildings, like they don't give you a coin. They're still assessing.
Okay.
They're still assessing. They're still assessing. They can't give you a total.
In floor. You say 3?
An entire
Ross
room
is a
was
contractor now.
entire
The
room
drywall
was
was damaged
collapsed,
slightly in the corner. There's some black
burned,
mold
on
in the
fire.
kitchen.
2 buildings were on fire.
2 buildings. And then these buildings, were they hovels or were they places of business?
Well, Shady Rest Inn was one of them, and the business next to them was the other.
Just a simple soldier trying to keep quartermasterly things in check.
Plus, several guards got burned and injured, and several of the residents of the Shady Rest were injured when the Drake was stomping on the roof and breathing fire inside. And
And he's dead?
no deaths.
No deaths.
Thanks to you and Savroth's healing and medical expertise.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
I mean, the only person that really dropped was you, right?
Yep.
Bandolier. We're talking to a dog, by the way. There's a dog named Bandolier. That's where this duck is coming from. That's also why some of us look off screen every once in a while and make funny faces and get it, Bandolier. Get it.
She doesn't jump. She's not a jumping dog.
She is
She
not.
won't get up and say hi to everybody.
The only thing that really can make her jump is the leash.
I will get you a
Sometimes
new box of these.
is the leash. Like you'll pull out the leash and she'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited to go out." I love those. Like the extra toasted, they're amazing. Yeah. Extra. We're not sponsored by Extra Toasty Cheez-Its, but we're available.
You want another one?
All right. So the craziness of the night starts to fade, and the adrenaline and starts to come down, and just the fact that you didn't get to sleep a full night, the weariness sets in, and you guys make your way to the Three Scholars, where again, it's just as comfy, cozy, and inviting as ever. They make you up some breakfast. They get you some libations. They give you pretty much some type of... It has alcohol in it, or it's fortified cream in coffee.
Oh.
And it tastes delicious.
We call it the Galeys.
Galeys. It's
Drum chatter.
Yeah.
And that's what you get to drink with. Locke is here as well as some other people. There's actually more people here than you've ever seen here. There's a couple halflings. There's a older dwarf. Locke, the Shaderess guard, is there. A couple humans in various states of dress. Some of them look pretty farmerish. Some of them look like they're probably traveling merchants. But they take you off to a nice little quiet corner where Will comes out, and he just looks like he's been up all night. Which, I mean, you guys kind of have.
Can we say that we're re-armored at this point?
Yes, you have all your gear back. You're armored. You're not rested. You're not.
That's okay.
You don't need anything
I got my gear back from the fire.
Just make sure.
Huh?
I got my gear back from the fire?
Yeah. I mean, some of it's like
stuff out of that place for you guys.
there's going to be some of it like so. If you're like, I pull out my rope later on, I could be like, if you roll a 1, like setting up that rope, I'm going to be like, oh, it was damaged in the fire.
That makes sense.
But you retrieved as much as you can from the fire, and it's everything that's important is fine, and your regular gear is there. If something happens later on, I'll use.
We're not going to go through every freaking
item. I'm going to use GM caveat later on to
He's just curious. Make sure it's turtle-shaped cock ring is still.
Yeah, it's the turtle shell.
Thank you so much for
turtle shell
asking.
cock ring.
It's like the
Turtle. Because it's just like a
red
little.
turtle shell from Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Because it's a chode.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you can touch all the sides of a tuna can, but not the bottom.
So,
Well, good night,
Hey,
everybody. Thank you for watching.
Hail Gold.
We are 18 and over here. You had to click that before you got to view our stream.
Now we have everything we've done up till now was leading up to that reference.
Mission accomplished, boys.
So, Will says, there are a lot of precedents for forging god weapons. Like,
Who knew?
What sort
Right.
of presidents do we need?
precedents.
Not the current one.
Do we mention you had to click adult?
But it normally, as is most things in an adventurer's life, comes down to 3 quests. So, and this is Will speaking, from what I can tell, he pulls out all kinds of notebooks and papers and all this stuff. So you're going to need to do 3 things to get this thing to remember that it's a weapon of a god. You're going to need to forge it, then you're going to need to quench it, and then you're going to need to consecrate it.
Forge it, create it, consecrate.
Quench it, forge it, quench it, consecrate it.
Quench it.
In some sort of magical way.
Right. So forging means you need to find.
No, right. Don't give me a cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, give me a cheese.
I thought you were like, tease me.
You're the record keeper here. So forge it, quench it, consecrate it.
God weapon. You forge it. So we have the raw material. Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, you do.
Well,
The rock.
yeah, I know. But, like, so this is all we need to do that?
By what manner must we forge this weapon?
Well,
Forge it. Quench it.
it, consecrate it.
Bop it. Twist it.
Yep. Hop it. Throw it.
Stop it.
Spin it, eat it.
I know I started that, but please.
So, forging is probably going to be the most difficult process because it's got to be something that can a fire hot enough to forge this platamantium, and something strong enough, an anvil and hammer strong enough to forge something made by the gods, or touched or possessed by the gods.
Is there precedence for dragonfire being hot enough?
It's quite possible. I have some avenues for you to follow. Let's go to the other two, because these are much more direct, but also I feel more challenging. Well, to quench it, you have a specific purpose in mind for this, right? This is to kill someone or something?
Tiamat, apparently.
Destruction of Tiamat.
Yeah. Okay.
The Tiamat.
Then you're probably going to need to quench it in the blood of evil dragons.
Oh.
So after you have it forged into a weapon, you're going to need to use it
Okay.
to kill evil dragons. To wake it up, to make it remember what it was supposed to do.
And to consecrate it.
To consecrate it, you're going to need it blessed. You're going to need to bathe it in the holy energy of a god.
Bahamut?
It could be as simple as blessing it yourself. I mean, two of you are adherents.
We are mighty enough to attract the attention of Bahamut.
But you may need something more. Like, it could be a quest all on its own to find some font of power or something that has already been touched by Bahamut to have this get consecrated from.
And so you say the forge is the most difficult.
The forging is the most difficult because, again,
Someone must have that sort of skill.
well,
We might have to return back to our clan lands for that.
Perhaps let him answer that question.
Who? Oh, yes. Right.
so, I think I have a lead. In ancient dwarf myth,
Savroth gives me inspiration through his laughter.
in ancient dwarf myth, there is
You might.
the Volkundrel.
Yeah, you are supposed to ask for it. Did you get it?
The Volkundrel. In ancient dwarf myth,
Please, would you?
there is something called the Volkundrel.
Like the vermin. Like voles.
Voles.
Gophers, moles, voles, shrews,
Those are varmint.
varmints.
Knit. Varmint.
The Eternal Forge, it said that Morden himself had his weapons forged there. The problem is, no one remembers where it is.
I would never be able
Or at least none of the books that I have.
What are you, an elf?
None of the books I have know where that is, where that forge rested. So you're going to need to go find somewhere that knows where this forge is.
I'll look to Iyasa. Would your master know?
Possible, but I don't know where my master is now.
Well, don't we have a means of contacting them?
You have a
I asked
one
that
shot.
last time.
You have a one shot. One shot. My suggestion to you would be to go to Neverwinter.
What about Candlekeep?
Candlekeep might be a good thing, but it's very much further away from the Dwarven lands. Gauntlgrim has just been refounded, a nation of dwarves, and it's just to the north of Neverwinter. And in Neverwinter, the House of Knowledge has been reinstituted of Ogma. You want to get as close to Dwarven lands, as close to Dwarven myth as you can, and as much knowledge as possible. And I believe if you can't find what you need in Neverwinter, you could probably go north to Gauntlgrim and possibly find someone there that could point you in the right direction. But Candlekeep could get you there if you had a book to get entrance.
We had a librarian stationed at Candlekeep for a time.
Maybe we could find a book to...
He dealt with the undead briefly. With a pack of adventurers. Maybe we can speak with
I
him.
feel so bad. So I was sad enough that I ran out of Cheez-Its here. They weren't even... Oh, is there another one? These aren't my Cheez-Its. These are Wiley's Cheez-Its, and this dog is looking at me like,
Yeah.
you got any more of those?
There aren't any
Huh?
because let's do this.
And this little crumb.
Let's do this part.
What part? This part?
This part of the night. Let's do this
This
part
part of the night? This is part of that. Are you saying that this dog's not part of this night?
You go. We're discussing whether or not we should go find our
I know, I'm thinking about it.
Dragonborn
Talk about
brother
other
Kennedy.
things. I'm not trying to derail things. Come on, what are you trying
There's
to
no
say?
rails anymore.
There's no rails on this train. I know.
Doing D&D with Rick from Rick and Morty.
I know. What the hell do we know about dwarves? I don't know.
You know nothing about
Where
dwarves.
am I going to Candlekeep?
Well,
If you go to Candlekeep,
thank you.
if you go to Candlekeep, they probably have the best information, but it's the hardest to get into.
That's rude. My mother was a saint.
That was
Neverwinter has a house,
I have to give him that one.
has a temple of Ogma called the House of Knowledge, and Neverwinter is in the north, near where the Dwarven lands were. So Will is saying that is a good bet to go to.
How far is Neverwinter from here?
So you are fairly north of everything now that you've gone to Cormyr. If you just headed straight west, you'd pretty much be going in line to be just a little bit south of Neverwinter. Where to get to Candlekeep, you would have to get all the way to the Sword Coast and then head past Waterdeep, past Baldur's Gate, all the way down to Neverwinter. Or to Candlekeep.
Although it is
What do you
far,
think?
Although it is far, I believe our cousin may be of use to us in Candlekeep.
We have kin?
But yes, there is a Dragonborn as a librarian there. He's been there for some time. They met him on resupplies off the edge of the coast, but it is long away.
They would know our plight more that we were going on a long journey anyhow.
Well, I think
It may take too much time.
we might as well go to Neverwinter first. See if we can't be helped out there.
We might as well.
And
You
then,
could also charter. Neverwinter's a port town, so you could charter a ship to Candlekeep.
You know, I love to see.
You know,
It would be it'd be
I
much
want to be
faster.
argumentative with you, but it's a good idea. Yeah.
It would be faster to just get to the coast and take a ship to Candlekeep if needed, if you can't find what you need there. But you are like
By there,
Wouldn't
you
the same
Neverwinter.
be true
Neverwinter.
from Candlekeep to Neverwinter? Wouldn't the same be true the other way around?
No,
No.
Candlekeep was
Like-
farther south than we started across
Yeah.
the coast of the west.
so. You're up here.
Everything we've done so far can
Right.
be undone back towards.
Neverwinter is up here. So like you just have to go west to get to where Neverwinter is. Candlekeep's way down here. Like you'd have to
Yeah,
travel
I know. Yeah. You're right.
through a lot of stuff.
All right, let's do that then. Neverwinter then.
So
Neverwinter then.
Showed Sephiroth.
I forgot I had a voice.
Some gold up Sephiroth. Take the position of our
Hey,
Set,
my lord. What would it be?
I was like, I'm pretty sure I already said we're going to Neverwinter.
You did
so
say that. Why aren't you listening to our Lord
I
Prince?
don't really know what Rofus was saying. I kind of made the decision there.
What? Yeah, yes.
So do you have the three things you need to do with this thing?
No, I have it written
Yeah.
down. Yeah, we need to forge it, quench it, consecrate it, bop it, twist it, jump it.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions for Will about how to go about these things prior to leaving this place?
Do we need a forge master to do the actual forging? Not just
That's a
not just the
good question.
knowledge, but someone who's capable of doing it.
You will probably need someone who can use the forge.
Well, a client can obviously provide that. We are the best smiths in the realm.
Our land is so far.
Well, you need to give up on the thought that we're going to go back to our land before we do any of this stuff.
Well, as you say, that's why we're out here, my lord. But who could possibly be better at smithing than those smiths of Golda?
We could possibly
Dwarves.
drag this.
Yes,
What?
it says.
That's so short, though.
Possibly the people that
It is easy. You
would
see
have
them.
run this forge that we're trying to find.
Not like this. More like that.
Well,
Are you telling us how to handshake the dwarf?
I will defer to your wisdom, of course, Lord Savroth, but I don't know. I don't know about trusting such an important task to non-draconian, I almost said draconian,
Dragonborn.
hands.
I have traveled quite a bit and have not met many dwarves.
They don't do a whole lot on the sea.
Yeah, it's funny. Their bones are denser than the water, so they don't make really good sailors.
I would not know where to find them.
Will, do you have any good ideas on how we would achieve this quenching?
Quenching. Find evil dragons and poke them with the spear. Or about the forging or the quenching?
Blood of our enemies.
Quenching.
Quenching is, fine. Once you have that thing in a spear shape, or whatever shape you choose, find evil dragons and put it into them.
Will this beast
Hard.
that we just
Very
fought
hard.
be considered...
A drake? No, but it's had to be created from dragon scale, so I'm sure their masters have contact with dragons.
Perhaps would our scales work for this? Our blood.
Not
As
enough.
we awaken to the blood of our enemies.
Also, you're the wrong. I don't want to be
No,
rude.
please, we need straight answers.
But you're the wrong colors.
You mean it needs chromatic blood?
That's scalist.
Evil dragons.
Well, this is a scaleless game we're playing amongst gods.
So the blood would not need to be from offshoots of these dragons, but the dragons themselves.
A dragon itself, at least,
Okay.
and
Perhaps the offshoot blood work.
it could possibly. But you want this thing as strong as possible. I would say not only do you want to quench this, not only do you want to quench this in one dragon's blood, but if you're going to go after Tiamat, you may want it to taste all 5.
Ah, yes. Of the technicolored nightmare coat.
So, after you get this thing back in its shape, hunt dragons.
So forge, quench,
Consecrate.
Forge, quench, concentrate.
Consecrate.
That's what I said.
That one would have a little more
So that's what I wrote anyway.
Now,
thoughts.
Junior,
you can come back to us anytime you want.
after what happened. What about your goblin troubles? I worry about leaving you defenseless after this.
God, I thought you said goblet.
We'll deal with
What
goblins.
about the goblet? That
We'll
Elias's mask was out there.
we'll be just fine dealing with goblins. I mean, we just got attacked by a dragon, and we'll
yeah,
be all right.
We were here, though.
We were here.
Well, you brought it here as well, so.
So to be fair,
Oh, I know. But
we got attacked.
Oh,
by
everyone
a
did. I forgot to mention that. Did you see that?
I didn't see. Oh, I did not. Oh, Flash. Flash Gordon Savage Worlds. I did not see that or know about
So
it.
you actually got
I got it.
When are we playing that?
Go to school.
Right? Once you're out and you have a 9-to-5 job like the rest of us,
I'll have a 6-to-2 job.
there you go.
I want wings and the
Yeah, all you wanna do-
helmet.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
we-
2 years from now. I was all
Love
excited.
it.
Like, yeah,
Oh.
hey, that's so far away. 2020. Play game.
So for everyone that
It is
doesn't
a
know,
good day
I
to
kickstarted the Savage Worlds Flash Gordon. It is heavy and huge.
It's so big.
Yeah.
That is a lot. What is in there?
So and I got it finally. It's amazing. It's got. So you guys have a thing called a plot point, which is like take inspiration, but also take glory from Wrath and Glory. You get one of these, and I can hand it to you if you do something amazing, and you can literally change the plot. Like you can, like, oh, we're all about to die, or something happens, and you can throw that thing down and change everything. It's a big golden war rocket Ajax from the movie.
You would let us change the plot of the course of the game.
We've done it.
It's like a main clip of like, oh, you're getting attacked on the streets. You get thrown down into the sewers. Yeah, that's it. That's the plot point.
What's it?
Wait. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
dang! Look
Yeah.
at that. What does this say? Darwin?
It's this plot point.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. That's what it is.
Oh,
The cliffhanger
that's
point.
savage
So
words.
like you can
That
just
is
I shouldn't
amazing.
have touched this.
all right. You
I just made a
can
bad bet.
you can just like, okay, we're getting attacked. It doesn't look good for us. We made some wrong decisions.
So fuck all my
Bam!
kids
And I'm like,
know what that
okay.
means.
They shoot a rocket at you, which opens a sinkhole, and you guys all fall into the
man.
sewers, and it starts a whole nother part of the adventure. Like,
Play it now.
so fun stuff.
That's all from Seppuku. Come on.
Nope.
Total party.
We
cup.
will pick up another game once people's schedules calmed. All right. So, Forge, Quench, Consecrate. To forge, you're going to need to find some, probably, most likely, if you're going to forge something, you want to find the best smiths or the best forges in the world, which were made by dwarves.
Was Will saying anything else about we can return here at any time?
Yes. He's like, come back anytime. Like,
You can also ask Will.
we're pretty invested in this quest now, so
You can also ask him anything else that we haven't asked him.
yeah.
Or even the same as we've asked him, so he can repeat.
And all three of them are here. Rick, Ty, Will. They all seem pretty knowledgeable.
You saying I just asked him something they repeated?
No, I'm saying you can repeat. You can ask whatever you want. You're Savroth.
Well, if we're going to go all the way to Neverwinter, we're going to need some transportation.
That
You
is
have your
what she
horses.
said.
We still have our
We do.
Onyx
Pull out
horses.
these honest horses.
Your Onyx Chargers.
What we need is some actual rest. Maybe, but now I'm kind of nervous about resting tonight.
I asked
so.
what the hell you're talking about as I passed
It's
out.
still morning. Like, you probably could use a nap before you head out, but
Could also take a day.
last time you took a day, a Drake attacked you. As long as they know you're here. Remember, once you leave, they won't have a means to follow you because of that scrying
That's
bag.
true.
Yeah.
So, but they know you're here now.
Yeah.
So, like, that's really what you need to do is get out of here.
So, should we just get out as far as we can before we legally make a camp?
Do we have?
We should probably.
I don't know that we've ever gotten really a map of this area.
You have the map the copy of the map that Tolan gave you.
Okay. Then never mind.
But it only goes so far. It does not have the Sword Coast in it. So once you leave,
Does it have Neverwinter? Like,
it doesn't.
You know what I suggest?
But if you want one, you can
like,
ask to get one.
I'm sure I'll ask these three scholars if they would hook us up with the map. It's not like they haven't done everything else for us.
Ty's like, I'm on it. And he runs out, heads down the stairs.
My lord, I say that we pay for some passage on a boat, take this lake as far west as we can, and rest on the boat. And then once we get there, travel out on land as far as we can on our Onyx horses.
On what lake?
The pond that surrounds the...
The sluice?
Yeah, the sluice.
That's opinion.
Yeah.
We're not
It doesn't go anywhere.
I know, but it covers a wide area, doesn't it?
But you're not near it.
We're in
Oh, I thought it's like right... I thought we were
Like
in the
it's
shade of it. in
It's
this
to the
town.
We're a
north.
day and
But
a half travel from the opinion.
Oh, a day and a half travel? I thought we were a lot closer than
no,
that.
you were pretty close, but it doesn't go that far over. Yeah.
I was hoping for a way to
Yeah,
nap
to-
while we travel.
Alright, so
That would be
Never
good.
mind.
if a map can be produced, that would be fantastic.
Ty does return with a map of the Sword Coast, which is the map that's out there currently in Game Land. So,
Also,
You
if
can
there's
have that
any
too.
knowledge about the...
knowledge.
Oh, you're in my garage. Any knowledge about the lands in between here in Neverwinter that we should be wary of?
There is a whole lot of nothing between here and Neverwinter.
Okay, perfect.
And the Sword Coast doesn't really have kingdoms like the Inner Sea does, where there's borders that are protected. It's mainly city-states with as much outside of that they can protect, with independent little towns and farms and such. But it's called the Lord's Alliance. So all up and down the Sword Coast, the most prominent of cities all buy into the Lord's Alliance to mutually protect pretty much all of the Sword Coast from harm. But outside any of the major cities, it's towns have to make their own defensive pacts and hire their own mercenaries or militia to protect them. It's a pretty rough land, and you're used to Time and Thur, even the way it was before. Others, the Sword Coast is much more mercenary when it comes to everything. So, but yeah, from here to Neverwinter to the high road and the great trade route, you're not going to find many kingdoms or. Do you want a fingerprint somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah, really give it a little lick. And
He
then
gave it a little lick.
Just make sure the note keeper was in.
really.
There you
Good
go.
job.
It's like
So
Wilson from.
Does total.
From that Tom Hanks movie where he spends a day on an island or two.
Wilson.
So yes, there's not much you're gonna have to contend with until you get to Neverwinter, except for the lawlessness and small towns, hamlets doing their own thing. So,
All right. Well, off we go.
any other questions?
No,
Why does he have middle initial?
I'm in the weeds with David S. Pumpkins. So, Rick brings out packs for each of you, which have real food, like real food rations. And he says all of this, as long as you leave it wrapped, each individual meal, as long as you leave them wrapped, they'll last until you reach your destination. So,
Well, that's nice because I only had 80 single days left of rations left.
also, Ty produces 2 bottles of Sluiceberry wine.
Hey!
And he says, if I were you, I'd drink one and save the other. But if you're thrifty, you'd save both, as these will fetch a king's ransom at any inn.
I'm already double fisting
Yeah.
both of them. Yeah.
There was no selling roll for us.
These will fetch a king's ransom at any inn in Neverwinter.
A king's ransom.
well, thank you. I will hold on to
Whoa,
the.
whoa. Sure, my lord. I am a very protector of God.
Put them into your bag.
So,
Yeah.
they're gonna be in the bag with the magical fucking stone.
You put it in the dot sky. We can't even magically find them.
Like
after
you
this.
guys like complain about not having any gold, and someone just says, here's like 100 gold right here. And you're like,
Yeah.
I want to
We're
drink
used
it.
to having it. That's why we're so
That's
bad
right.
at making
You're so
it.
bad.
We don't have any money. We're
Yeah.
like, hey, you got $50? That's $50.
Yeah.
Here's $100 bottle of wine. It's $100. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, I will say thank you to each one of the 3 scholars, and I will go around myself and aggressively,
Handshake.
but the forearm shake as what I know is a bigger sign of respect, like we're brothers sort of deal.
So
Yeah.
when you go up to you go to each one, like Rick's all about it. Will is okay with it. He's just an awkward handshake guy all around. But when you tie, like he tries to do the regular handshake, and you're like, no, do this, and you realize, you find out, you discover what that handshake was made for when you feel like there's a blade
Whoa.
on his he's like,
I pull out my two-handed sword. Are you trying to assassinate it?
you
No,
don't
no.
feel it. Come
I-
on. So he's like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I
Is
just
that
give
the
him a
lanky
slight-
one?
I don't know, that's that.
It's the whole thing with handshakes. It used to be like the grass, so you know that they weren't trying to steal a knife. Later on, when it was guns, if someone had their hand out, their right hand out, they weren't pulling a gun to shoot you. So it was like okay, we're both good here. That's why those dirty Scorpion clan with their left-handed fighting style.
Little Scorpion clan. That was the 5 Rings, everybody. Check
It's
it out.
coming out soon.
That book, I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to do more with your Hiruma. She's Hiruma.
Right.
Are we waiting
Have you
for-
forgotten all of it already?
That's good.
Give me a second, because we had that. We had the one with.
We had a Yusuke join us.
We had the one where I was the Imperial.
Oh, the Imperial, yeah.
But that was
yeah,
different.
Yeah.
This is
I think her name was Yasa, wasn't it?
no, it was
It started with an A.
Akane.
Akane.
No, the Hiruma was she's Crab, right? She's
Yeah. Crab. She was
the Jade.
She was one. She was there when Ruma lost those lands to the Shadowlands, to the Oni forces of Fulang.
Will and Rick didn't have an issue, but Ty was like, "No, I don't want to shake hands like that." Because when I did, I felt that he had a blade up his sleeve.
Didn't you want Jesus?
Nope, sorry.
If I'm not mistaken, was Ty the one that?
Go away! No, these are my crumbs. No. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a good question.
do you know?
Ty,
Like,
No.
Ty's the whip thin grin.
yeah, I thought
The
you
lanky
still
one
knew-
with the blade
Accidentally
knife.
spoke
Yeah.
Cantonese one time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
wanted to
did
make
it.
sure.
Yes.
No more.
There's no way.
I know, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure it was the
Yes.
same character.
Ty is the rogue. Will is the mage,
We
and
haven't
Rick
seen-
is the warrior.
Believe me when I said I know what ties up to. We haven't
Yeah.
discussed that yet.
That's fine. I just, for my own knowledge, I'm like, well,
If I-
No more.
I'm trying to think if I have any.
Oh, my eyes.
Pocket sand.
sand.
Pocket Cheez-Its.
We have to be sponsored by Cheez-Its now. We just saw the first ever Cheez-It mace.
Yeah, it's,
well, clearly Rofus is too busy stuffing his face.
The hell do you say to me?
get that off
Lord
the screen.
Sava?
Get that off the screen.
Is this?
And
Get it off the screen.
Zirax,
Is that off Thank you.
There you go.
I believe, does everyone feel
Don't
healthy
do it.
enough
Don't do
to
it.
travel for a half day before we make camp out in the wilderness?
My agility has rendered me unharmed, Lord Sarah.
I will face any physical challenge for what is needed for the quest. Oh,
Ayasa.
shit. What did I do to you?
I was trying to talk to the people and you're busy eating.
My memory is faded, but I myself can travel.
I never know what the fuck this chick means.
You mean your memory's
Lord
faded? Are you
Sarah,
drunk?
she is a wizard and she may
Is
have
she drinking?
expended her spells.
I can cure poison and disease. I can make you sober up really quick.
Xernox is the one who has traveled more than the rest of us. Do you think it is safe enough to travel for a bit just to get out of town and out of the... I want to use the term radar.
It is two questions. Is it safe to travel? No. Is it better that we take our troubles with us? Yes.
Well, what would be your suggestion on how far we should travel before
These people have done
breaking
enough
for
for
camp?
These people have done enough for us. We should get as far away as we can until travel is impossible.
My idea is that we travel until dusk and then make camp for the night.
It is the best time to make camp, Lord Sarah.
Right. Then we shall set out.
All right.
Wow, that's a low Sabroth right there.
We got a little Robert in there. That's what you need.
Lock.
I definitely don't need a little Robert in me.
On your way
A lot of Robert.
out, it's impossible to get a lot of Robert.
I know, it's impossible.
That is true. I'm sorry.
Unless
I
he
forgot.
spends
Look,
a
we're playing
lot of
fantasy
time.
Game. I got I'm injecting a lot of pretend into this.
He's role playing largely.
His name isn't the Well Endowed, it's the Undaunted.
Yeah.
So
She said to give me 12 inches to make it hurt, so I gave her 3 inches 4 times and hit her in the head with a baseball bat.
Jesus. Thank you.
did
for
you
watching.
say, "Oh
thanks,
Jesus"?
thanks everyone.
Oh Jesus.
That's my
Where's
bad.
our host?
So Locke catches you on the way out and thanks you for.
You blew my
Coming
face
by.
for the rest of the stream.
He gives you the big
Question on
old
the way out,
you
what
know,
you said.
firm handshake and says,
I feel like that's becoming. It's becoming the Savroth grip. Like people know when they see this silver
group,
dragonborn,
yep.
and he's gonna thrust a hand in your face. You better grab his.
and he's going to judge you whether you do the handshake or the arm handshake.
So you better get it right.
Right.
So little
And
Sabroth.
he also extends the welcome.
What
Like,
do people call
hey.
it? Dragon shake, the Savroth shake.
The
Fucking
Savroth
alliteration. I
shake.
hate
Didn't we come up with an adventure group name?
you guys did. You're the fangs of justice.
Fangs of Justice. God, was that it?
I
That's
don't know where the
terrible.
scales.
Scales of
Scales
justice.
of Justice.
Scales
That's a
of
little
justice.
better.
Because you're of your scales.
Yeah.
Locke extends his gratitude.
His
He
proboscis.
says, thanks for letting us help you. I hope what you discovered in there, helps us all. You're welcome here anytime. Just like they said.
Well, I apologize for the destruction that has happened to a piece of your town.
Yeah.
Every town has its calamities.
Do not admit fault.
It says the rogue. Don't admit fault.
Every
Stop
town
it.
has its calamities. We have less than most, so we were due.
As he whispers through massage
through
your
massage.
ears with cut your losses.
Well, we will try to attract less of them here. So it should be better after we leave.
As you're heading out of the Three Scholars, though, there's a man, a very well-dressed, noble-looking man. He looks up, like he's been watching you since you walked over and started talking to Locke. And as you're heading towards the door, he stands up. Noble Dragonborn, a moment of your time.
I immediately walk away because I'm not noble dragonborn.
He misused that word.
No,
Noble to him is not.
I'll
noble to me.
follow Savroth's lead.
Stop. Say.
Oi.
Oi.
He calls back to attention. Are you calling us back to listen?
He's not calling you back.
I'm not calling you back.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
don't know
He
if I'm
is-
calling anyone. I'm just responding.
He's responding.
If you want to keep on walking,
He's over there. He's with Savroth.
You and
He said
Ayasa
he's
could
following
keep
Savroth's
moving.
lead.
Until that, he said he follows me now.
No, he said he followed
Oh, he
Savroth's
follows
lead.
sorry.
So he's with Savroth. Yasa's just watching. Looks at you leave. Looks at you stay.
I go just far enough to hear.
Part of it.
Split up the party.
Split up the party.
Within
Yes.
I know.
I was
Very
staying
closely.
at the Shady Rest last night. I witnessed your deeds of heroism fighting off that Drake. I hope that you don't find this rude, but I kind of overheard some of your discussion. Is it true that you intend to go to Neverwinter?
That is correct.
Well, this may be the most fortuitous of events, then. I am Duke Roth Janus of Neverwinter. I was a liaison to Cormyr during the war on behalf of Lord Neverember,
Well, Jasper.
Janus. I'm just now returning home to my holdings and home. But Duke Roth Janus. ROTHGANUS.
We have Duke
Of-
Janus Rothberg.
Duke Roth Janus of Neverwinter. But I received this letter from a loyal servant from my homeland stating that my estranged wife has usurped my title and claimed my lands and assets as her own. She claimed that I was murdered in Cormyr, and she plans on making that true before I can return home. If you are to go to Neverwinter, is there any way that I can hire you to be my protection? And I swear to you, besides the reward of a duke returning to his lands, you will get my full support in whatever it is that you were looking for there.
Extra risks are extra gambles.
Whisper.
Did you use massage?
Did you use massage to say that?
Yeah, you can massage.
Yeah, you can massage it to
Since
him.
you're kind of out.
Yeah. So massage it to
away
him.
from-
I massage you.
What a gross injustice.
What'd you
should
say?
help them, my lord.
Like shoulders, lower back, or
Right here. Where you hear.
So what'd you say?
perfect.
I'm sorry.
Happy ending?
I mean, that's what he needs. No, I was saying that extra baggage is extra risk. The more is not the merrier when we adventure.
He did offer money, though.
Money.
Riches and rewards.
Did she hear that message?
No, this is the GM because he is the rogue.
Oh, how convenient!
And you guys have
This rogue's not.
he's not Easter Rock, but you guys have noticed that you are not making money.
Yeah. Well,
technically, this was just said to me through his spell message, so only I heard it.
Okay.
Well, Rofrost said,
Rofrost will say that is a gross injustice, and I can't think of a better entrance into Neverwinter than to show intentions by setting wrongs right in such a way. My lord, I suggest we would help this man.
He is from Neverwinter. If he cannot come back, it may be better that we cover our own losses. Good point. He claims to be there but has no safe passage.
Sir, I mean no offense, but as we are not from this land, how do I know you are who you say you are?
Lucid Abstract!
Lucid.
Popping that captain's lurk.
You just came into a moral quandary.
A moral quandary. He's like, if you were not familiar, of course I could say whoever I was. I could say I'm an open lord of Waterdeep, but I have a signet, and he pulls it off, hands it to you. So you know signet rings. I mean, you're a Goldath. You know that this is not a fake. This is not a sham. It is a high quality ring. But again, like it could be from anywhere or anything. It's like this. I have my his finery, his robes, his that. Like I thought it would be all I would need to return to my homes and lands. But unfortunately, it seems that things are going to be more difficult than that. Of course, there is no obligation to you, but if you're both going in the same place, and with your martial prowess, I thought you could use help as much as I could use the help.
Well, sir, I'm guessing he said what he said out loud.
Yes.
He said what he said out loud.
He heard him say, like, oh, we should help this man.
Yeah.
I massaged you.
Okay.
And he didn't hear what he's saying.
Well, sir, I would agree with my compatriot here that if it is that you have been deceived by your wife or lady, as you say, we would be absolutely the ones to help you on your way and help you regain your stature. That being said, however, if you plan to deceive us, my compatriot here, you see the weapon he holds?
I do. I saw it to great effect against that drake last night.
He will bring you to swift justice if you deceive us.
It's true. I will smash you like a bomb.
Well,
I massage your head shake.
yeah. It is well noted. I'm not here to deceive.
I don't feel you are.
Otherwise, you are welcome to join us, and we welcome you.
No.
He does the hand. He just does the hand. He just does the hand.
Never mind. I don't trust this one.
Just does the hand-to-hand shake.
Yay, we're doing it. Eat shit, Cyrenax. We're doing the right thing.
Eat shit.
All right.
Also, not my name.
Paladin Cyrenax.
Xernax.
That's what I said.
Say Cyrenax.
Cyrano.
All right, rough.
Cicero.
All right, rough phrase.
You're like the
Rough
draconic
phrase.
version of Cicero.
All good, rough phrase.
I like rough face.
Rough rass.
Rough phrase.
Rough race. Rough face.
Okay.
I do have a rugged features.
Well, I am ready to depart when you are.
You're a Yasa. Oh, and yes, that. We all are. You
We
should.
are already on our way, so...
All right. So he heads out. You guys all head out. He has a Clydesdale like
I was going to say,
horse.
a steed of something?
Yeah, he has a
Oh, that's
steed
good.
like barding. Like it's not like it's ornamental barding. It's not metallic. It's not armor, but like it's got the full, face cover with like the regalia and like all that stuff. So, like,
is it an enclosed carriage that's fun?
No,
Like cart?
No,
just a horse. He's just got a horse.
Is it barding?
It's not like Barty. It's the like it's got the Patronian, like it's got the
the
like I don't know, like livery. It's got
horse tabard.
Right, like it's got the horse like blanket tabard over it. It's got the face mask. Like even the reins have like little
stuff
thing,
that
like,
a commoner wouldn't be able to afford.
A noble would have.
Horse mail.
Yeah, it's not armor. It's the costumery, like it's in there. It's got.
So I'm not an Equinus.
Yeah,
I don't watch a lot of My Little Pony. I don't know. Equinacle.
Equinacle.
Well, you guys look that up. I'm gonna get some water.
Like, so take all the metal off of this.
Comparison.
Oh, fancy words, man.
So it's got this.
No, it's comparison.
Yeah. Okay. Comparison. Yeah.
Comparison.
So it's got these. Like it's got the cloak on it. Essentially, it's a clothed horse with a fancy saddle.
A horse decked out in comparison.
Comparison. Yes. Comparison. Like.
Oh no, it's carapaces. Carapace. Or carapace.
I'm sure we're saying everything wrong, but
I'm gonna say comparison.
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 What's opinion? Why didn't we go over how
We
to
did.
say
It's
opinion?
Oh, that was Python.
Python.
Yeah,
That's right.
Python.
Python.
Sorry.
All right.
We've all said Python for our whole lives. It's exactly
Yeah,
right.
Python is what I always said, but Python is apparently correct.
Who knows?
Right.
Oh, no, it's
GIF,
Python.
GIF.
Sorry,
Nobody
Python.
knows.
Python.
Python.
It sounded more weird than that. Python.
All right, so you guys head out from Shade Rest.
Some people pronounce it GIF. All right, we head out.
He is on his horse. You guys are on your Onyx Chargers.
I'm done, sir, I say.
No.
Charger.
No, I
We all
forgot what I
named
named
our-
it, though.
we all
I know, we
named
had
our-
all these cool names,
Yeah.
but they're all like weird fancy names. I forgot mine already.
I don't know the name. Let's write it down.
Because we talked about it like 3 sessions before we actually used them.
So you ride off. He tries to make some small talk here and there. He tells you a little bit about Neverwinter, the calamities that have befallen it. Mount Hitanau.
Oh.
Hotanau. I do not know how it's actually pronounced.
I feel like it shouldn't be, but I think it is actually pronounced hot now.
Hot now.
Yeah.
Hotenow.
I guess it's pretty hot now.
Yeah.
Hetenow.
No, Sorry. Hot in ow. So Hotenow.
Yep.
Hot
It
now.
would be now. It's either
It'd be
hot
like
now.
hoot
hot,
now.
Yeah, hot now or hot no.
It's a hootenanny.
Yeah. It's a volcano that heats the river that runs through Neverwinter, which is why Neverwinter is called Neverwinter, because the water that runs through it is always warm, so there's no snow. It stays
Got a
climate.
lot of warm
all
vapors,
years.
if you
But
would.
Hotenau erupted and created a chasm through the city. And they had to build a wall against it because so many monsters and creatures came out of that. It was beset. Once
Everyone
the
had to do this?
it was beset by Fae and false lords and liches and all kinds of things once it didn't have a king anymore, until finally Lord Neverember of Waterdeep claimed the throne, and he has steadily undone the calamities that have befallen it, even mending the chasm that
Is there any known
went
time
through.
between Lord Nevernow and Neverwinter?
Neverember?
Neverember.
So Neverember claims to be a descendant of the first king of Neverwinter, which was Argonian or something. Like, I can't remember his name.
I remember Neverember.
Aragon, but Neverember. Unfortunately, the crown and any other documentation that would give him that legitimacy is either lost, stolen, or destroyed. So he's there as Lord Protector, and a lot of people rebel against him, but he is, as this man, as Janice tells you, he's doing a lot of good. He's finally, like, he's gotten the chasm mended. He's gotten most of the monsters and beasts. He still hasn't taken back over Castle Never. Castle Never is still haunted and filled with monstrosities.
I really want to play that board game, Lords of Neverwinter. Have you seen that?
It's pretty good.
Have you played it?
I haven't played it. I've seen
seen
my friends
plays
play
of it. With, it looks good. It looks like Super Monopoly.
There's versions. It's a version of another game, and apparently it's not as good as the other game.
What's the other game?
Now I can't remember.
Can I say it on camera?
No, I just don't remember. I'm not the board game fiend that like Scott is,
Never remember.
and he knows.
Which is
Never Ember.
Never Ember. Never remember the board game.
Never Ember. So he talks about that. He talks about all the calamity, and like the fact is, like it's finally starting to get back to its old days. Like Ogma has sent priests to reconstitute the House of Knowledge, which is where Will told you to go.
And that is the human god of knowledge. The humans worship that one, right?
They do.
Okay. They have gods, those humans. Isn't that weird?
But so much was lost. There's so much vacancy in Neverwinter that you can claim any part of the land inside the city you want if you want to rebuild or create a home, a shop, or whatever.
Really?
Yep.
Can we do that for the clan?
The clan would probably be really well, like if they sent out a homesteading group, like a guild, because there's no guild is powerful enough to actually dictate anything in Neverwinter. It's a pretty super free economy right now.
It is what I left for. A shop may be a boon for our people.
Yeah.
Could be something to send word back once you get to Neverwinter. Send word that, hey, we should send some folk here.
That would be pretty cool, as the humans say.
You guys ride out talking with Janice for the first day, and sleep that night. Off the road, you camp.
This is fucker here.
You eat, you sleep, you set up watches. Nothing occurs that first night. But you do get all of your hit points and all your spell slots back.
Oh, thank goodness, because boy, I was spent. Cheesy Pete's.
Cheesy Pete's.
Cheez-Its.
Thank for Jesus' sake.
Is that what it was?
Now I think you're just making fun of me.
It was thanks for fuck's sake. Oh, thank for fuck's sake. Oh, heaven's sake. Thanks for heaven's sake.
Thanks for heaven's sake is what I said. Yeah.
Thanks for heaven's sake.
Thanks for
Last session, he actually said, "Oh, thank for heaven's sake." So it was like, "Hey, oh, thank God," or like, "Oh, thank Jesus," like, "Thank for heaven's sake."
For heaven's sakes.
All right, I know I just got up, but it's right at the halfway point.
Yes.
My allergy is flushing me.
Okay. After these messages, we'll be right back. We're taking a little break. Take a little break, everyone. If there's anyone in the chat that wants to ask any questions, engage in any way.
Where's my health?
There's anyone here that wants to talk about weird stuff.
I'm trying to make sure. I took a long rest. I just want to make sure I didn't mess with my HPs.
I think you want to make sure you don't reset.
Don't reset hit points when you...
I unchecked the box.
Yes.
I'm still...
I just
not
straight
finding my
up
health.
change everything. Wait, I'm going to make that mistake.
Where's my HP?
Your HP is...
I'm not seeing it.
I don't know.
It's a new phone. I just don't know.
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis?
Where is your HP?
I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you're in the death save management. There's his HP. I don't know what he did, but like on someone else, your HPs are there.
Mm.
That's what he has right now.
Well, because he was technically in that thing.
So there's all this HP in there, but like, is this saying that he's dead? Oh, because his current hit points are 0.
Mm.
Okay, so if he just does whoop, whoop, whoop.
Sorry, I'm never so slightly allergic. It's not shot in my face, but it's in there.
Allergic to bandolier.
No, I think it's an alcohol thing.
Okay, so that's not what I want to go long rest. Do not reset. Nope, do not reset. Take long rest. Confirm. There it is. 46. Do you have any questions or off-topic stuff?
Alright.
Been playing a lot of Destiny lately.
I should be playing this.
Got the Ace of Spades, which feels like the old Fatebringer. Feels so good. 13 shots, Firefly. Faster reload after precision kills.
Raid comes out Friday?
Yep. Yes, it does.
It'll be interesting to see. I'm curious what the enemies are going to be.
They're going to be those Scorn. It's going to be Scorn and Taken.
Is this
I went through a lot of ginger ale last time.
Yeah, he did. He drank like at least 6 of those things.
So, like half of one.
this
I'll pick up some more.
I don't know, it's all
weird
fun.
fallen
Just
that
drinking
we're
straight anyways.
Yeah, the things in the
razor
Dreaming...
blades on the head and stuff.
Right. Things in the Dreaming City are Scorn and Taken. That's like the only things there.
Now they explain to us why Taken are there.
Yes.
Okay. I have to spend a day and just try to play through everything to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you had to do your long rest.
Don't you help me, girl? I'm getting Jesus.
You had to do your long rest to reset
Yeah.
it. Yeah. You have 46 hit points, as long as you didn't reset it.
Nope.
I got it.
You're good.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, we're back. We're back, everybody.
We'll be right back.
Alright. So, you wake up the next morning, you eat your morning meals and rations, and proceed. It's another day of, just riding through the countryside, not much going on.
I think I would take this time to ask, at least you, that things seem to have escalated. The time we spent in the 3 stories ended poorly. Was there a reason for that? Is what we are doing still what we are doing?
Time you spent in the 3 stories?
The Shady Rest. Sorry,
Shady
the Shady Rest is when I got destroyed. Excuse me. The Shady Rest. In other words, you told me along the way that we were here to do this thing, and this Drake seems to be following us, and like to the point where it destroyed where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
Almost killed this knucklehead.
So what are you saying? You're scared?
Nothing scared me. I inquire only at our purpose.
Was like out of player? Was your question?
Does something scare me?
Everyone's
What's your
thoughts once in a while.
Like, is it worth it to keep going?
No. Are we still doing what we were doing before?
I would say we are. We just have a little more knowledge than we had initially, and have a more distinct purpose than we had before, besides just go here and figure it out.
I follow you, Sabbath, but I just want us to return home at some point. You are not chasing a fool's errand.
Whether we live or die, our legends will carry back to home, just as our ancestors did in their battles against Uthgard before the melding realms.
That goes through eternity on that.
Don't worry about what he says. We will survive this quest. He will return home.
Just saying we don't have to.
That was we're doing the same thing. That we're still doing the best for Goldath. That we're not just. We're not just. No, oh, the one time I have a question.
So what about that book?
We should find that book.
No, you should be looking for is that chalice.
I know.
I bet it's in Candlekeep.
If we drink it, we might be able to quench things like our thirst.
That's all I would have said. Is just during the downtime, like, hey, that shit was pretty crazy. We haven't talked about it. Like, this sailor just wants to know we're still on straight and narrow. We're doing the same thing.
Janice is a lot less talkative this time. It seems that he talked himself out the day before, but towards the late afternoon, because there's a village to the north, off the path, up in the foothills. We should go up there and stay for the evening, get some better rest than on the road.
I agree with that, Elsa. It has been quite a time. Although we've rested in...
That was Janice, not yes.
Oh, sorry.
More
delays.
delays. There's a long road ahead of us.
There is. Travel is long and arduous, and there could be a drake at any moment. So, any rest is a boon for our cause.
The fact that there may be a dragon upon us at any point, we should probably trouble less villages about it.
You have never even seen a dragon.
We've damn near killed one. I know it's a drake, but...
I whispered the same. I whispered to
those in-character whispers?
Yeah.
How about you tell me, Mr. Worldly Master, what will you tell me the difference between a drake and a dragon is?
I pull out the cotton in my ears labeled Rofrost. Excuse me.
What was that?
So where do you say this village was?
Just to the north into the foothills of the mountains.
Mr. on the campaign over here. Dang.
And we're how far out at this point?
This is the second day after Shade Rest. Like, you're still a 10-day out from getting to the Sword Coast, and probably another 2 or 3 days from Neverwinter after that. So you still have weeks ahead of you.
I might miserly say that we are well rested and might serve us well to camp this evening nearby. We can inquire within town for that which we seek, but staying there is not necessarily.
What would they know?
Because you're suggesting rather than stay in the village, just visit.
I'm suggesting save some money with the camp, go in for the info, and come back to camp. Also, we're gonna.
I mean, you're with a noble. He's probably going to pay for anything. But you can ask.
We're super obvious as we trail. We're going to be.
So my concern would be we don't want to draw attention to the Drake and whomever possibly finding us.
Well, I didn't take disguise, so I can't do that. Pretty much anywhere we go as a group is going to draw attention. That's what's
You're going to be you. So they may not be able to scry you or that piece, but they can definitely ask questions of places you've been. Mm-hmm. And say, hey, did you see 4 Dragonborn come through here?
Thank you.
So my suggestion was to sleep outside of town. If we really want to question it, we can, but I think this is just a waypoint. Like, we can skip this town. We can sleep and then move on afterwards. But
But Janice is the one
Mark the
suggesting
date.
staying here.
Yeah. Janice is the one saying, hey, there's a village up there we can go get resupplies, get a warm bed, we can get good food.
Waste of time, if you ask me, my lord.
also, as the title of Underhanded, I suggest that she go without us.
Who's she?
Sorry.
But you're his hired guards right now.
I was wondering why I keep getting these speckles of paint from this Warhammer glass.
You
Sorry,
keep,
I'm
you
like
keep touching
destroying your
my art.
artwork here.
Also, I can guard from a distance. Like we can provide better coverage if we're unknown.
Well, sir, would you be willing to venture into the town without us, or do you feel like you will be in danger?
I feel that I hired you as protector, so I am most safe when you are around me.
He is right. Our presence is safe. They will see us. They will know us. But so will our enemies.
Well, sir, we'll probably go through this town with you. We will resupply and whatnot, but we shall not stay. We will still camp outside.
Well, if you must. So he heads off on this small little path off the main road. And this little path, I mean, like, you're on the trail that's going to bring you, that merchants take from the Sword Coast to the Inner Sea, and that's why Shade Rest is on the map. All the North people kind of, well, not all of them, it's not a huge trade route, but this established trade route, and this little path that goes just straight north. So, I mean, however long you travel along this path, you're going to have to travel back to get to the road to keep on your journey. But you head north on this path for about an hour as the sun goes down. Anything you're doing? Looking at? Figuring out?
I'm trying to get as much rest as I can, make sure everyone's safe. I mean, there's a long travel ahead of us. I'm just buckling in for a arduous journey.
Rest is great, but a perimeter search will serve us well. So, perimeter search.
Well, you're still traveling on the path.
Looking for the skies for any
So,
red jerks.
Nothing, I guess.
I mean, you can look around, ride around the perimeter, but it starts getting more and more confined because you're going into foothills. So there's rocks and hills next to you. Imagine driving down Sunrise.
No, I get it.
Yeah. So you can continue looking around.
I keep watch, but I don't pass the action to you again.
Why should they pass? We rest.
No, we're not in the town yet. We're moving towards the town.
Oh, we're resting after we get out of town, right?
Yeah. He says that there's a village up here. You guys took a road off of the main pathway and are heading up into the foothills of nowhere.
Oh, that's what I missed. So we see the town. We can't see the foothills. No.
Yeah, you're just riding. Like, the ride will go up to an hour.
So in our notes, I think we should ride like this on purpose so that I can look ahead. So it's Xernax, Rofrost, Savroth, and then Iasa. So we ride like this.
So you ahead. Where do you put Janice?
Probably in the center.
Okay.
Because I mean we're her ward at this point.
His
Damn it. His.
Roth and Janice.
I know, it's hard for me to tell as well. The females apparently have these bulbous mounds of flesh.
It has been 7 years. I just realized it is the chesticle.
It's just, I thought that was just a thing for style, but apparently it's a differentiation of
This
gender.
would have saved me so many arguments.
You would have saved me a lot more.
Lord
some
Savath,
gambles.
we have deduced that the female of the human species have a heavier top.
Interesting.
The top heavy.
Shall we continue?
So maybe a lower hand extension is appropriate for the ones without a mustache. That's
Okay.
not
Alright,
no
so you,
inspiration for that? Come on, I just learned something.
Well, sure, get
Yeah.
inspiration for that.
Boom. Social political
I
comment.
just said you got an error for
Good
trying to
job.
get yourself.
Good
Oh, it's got an error.
It's like, no, not
Taylor,
funny.
put your iPad away. So, I mean, this it's your turn. We can lead this, but we're looking to you quite a bit more now because we know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what we need to get it done. You're the boss. We're not traveling to where these things are. We're where these things are.
Mhm.
So I think that we're both kind of.
I mean, maybe you are. Well, no, I am too. But listen, we're either going to go and resupply this town or not.
Yeah,
If we are going to,
exactly.
let's go in, get what we need, and then get out.
There is something to be said for the speedy advancement of our cause.
Right.
Unless Yasa has some sort of magic that can conceal our looks, they're going to know that, hey, we had these Dragonborn visitors today, and they're asked about that by others, against us or for us, even.
I may be
Okay,
bedazzling, but I am no illusionist.
We can also just rest here and move on in the morning. We don't need to linger.
So you guys keep discussing this as you're traveling up through these foothills, and you guys pass up this last little kind of gap through two pretty steep canyon. Or not, it's not canyon. It's just two pretty rocky foothill areas up into this bowl area, and then you hear something. It sounds like words. It's not a language you understand. And there's this, and a rock comes down and slams into the gap behind you.
No shit.
And as you're in this pretty much bowl of this dead-end box canyon, just foothills and rocks all above you, you see 6 dudes. Some of them you kind of recognize from the...
No chest mounts.
You kind of recognize them from the beach encampment.
Oh, jeez.
And then
Of course they would expect us to go to the nearest town to...
the schemer and the black dragon worm spawn are both there.
And the black one, what is his position? He's called...
He's
He
the-
is called a
Dick.
no.
sneak.
Let's sneak.
So a blue spawn schemer and a black spawn sneak.
Immediate weapon draw. I see that guy specifically.
It's initiative
That guy
time as you just
Oh, and this is already?
led
I
into
fucked
an
it up.
ambush.
I wanted to do a little talking
Furious.
thing.
Furious. You know what? I'm using my initiative to...
And don't use your inspiration on your
Don't use your inspiration.
Oh, don't... Oh.
Like-
It's inspiration. Sorry, yes.
I had my armor this time.
You had your armor last time you fought these guys.
Oh, these guys. Well,
I also forgot it was
Yeah.
initiative. Sorry, that was a good call.
Basically, you're saying this Janus asshole led us into an ambush?
That maybe they.
you
We
could
said you were led into an ambush, and he's the
I
one
mean-
that told us go up here, so... 'Cause the other
You
one-
have walked into an ambush,
Okay. That's less...
but this
Looks
is.
like we were led...
But
Those were
this is
town.
a box canyon. There's
We
no
were
way
led
out
here,
that you
yeah.
see.
They could have easily guessed we would come by here.
If they knew we would head this way.
If we knew about this place to begin with.
I have to better with an accent. You should pretend to be Robert. That accent was perfect.
Whatever, we're in the shit now, so...
Alright, roll for us.
5.
Xernex.
13. And I almost used
Several.
my reroll.
2.
What?
Yeah.
Did you say 2?
I got 2, boys.
What an ambush.
What an ambush it is. Alright.
Just means I'm, at the end of every round, I'll heal everyone after you take damage. That's all I'm going to sit there and do.
White mage roll low. Let's do it.
I mean, would you want me to start and be like, well, I don't know what to do? No one's hurt yet.
That's an excellent argument for that shit roll. Good job.
How many are in front of us?
6 plus the 2.
6 plus the 2 dragon spawn. So 8 total.
Perfect. Sleep.
It's not your turn, man.
Oh, I thought you said somebody rolled higher than fucking 12, 13?
Yes.
The enemy did. Would be my guess. 13's not even that high of a roll.
What would you roll? 2? What'd you roll? 4?
5.
Okay, yeah. 13's a good roll for nothing.
13's a high roll for us, not for the enemy.
Man, I knew coming here was a bad idea. Damn it.
The schemer behind all of the thugs, the blue spawn schemer, reaches out. She also has, she looks like she has ice, like frost on her.
Gross.
Like icicles coming off of her arms and things like that. But she reaches out to you and says, Tiamat curses you.
Oh no.
I had
She
half
done.
chub before then.
Like, aw.
I'm silver, I'm cold.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's like, ooh, who's this sexy cold bitch? That I know that we've already fought.
Maybe she just needs to be seduced to the good side.
Clan Goldath treats this encounter like a speed dating site.
She
Tap out,
chooses.
next.
She chooses wisdom. So all wisdom checks you make are at disadvantage.
So she automatically hits this thing?
It's an automatic thing. You have
have
to
a saving throw?
no saving throw, no nothing. Attack save, none.
That is a warlock and a half right there.
Also, any attack she does against you will get an extra d6 necrotic damage.
Isn't Tiamat technically a fiend now?
She is in
She's
the 9 hells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she is a lower plane goddess.
That's
All
my
right.
next warlock concept right there. Look at Tiamat, come on.
And then she is like, she's part
Yeah.
warlock.
Yeah.
The schemer is not really a warlock because as a dragon spawn, she is made
Yeah.
and just
Okay.
given granted powers. It all effectively works as a warlock, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
but she's not a dragonborn either. Like she's a thing
Yeah.
created by the cult of the dragon.
Powers.
All right. So that's that. So the black
Boy.
spawn schemer is up on the rocks, and he has got the sneak. Sorry, you're right. The black spawn sneak is up on the rocks, and he has got this thing. He's basically created a ballista, like he's put a massive bow, and he's pulling back just this bundle of arrows. And he like pulls it back and goes and spits acid down it and goes and this hail of like yard long arrows just slams down on you guys,
Oh my goodness.
all covered in acid. So dex saves all around.
Tax saves.
Uh-huh.
Everything goes after me. Rough Russ!
Rough Russ!
Don't jump away from me this time. I need you.
22.
Damn.
What is that? Is it
9
It's not
plus.
great.
9 plus 11?
What is this, a dex?
Dex save.
Oh, cool. So this plus 0. Hey, 19. That's not
There you
terrible.
go. All right.
I came up like, what? You want to talk?
You take 12 damage.
Ah,
You got a 20-something. You got a 19. So you guys both take 6 damage.
So hit me.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us no matter what.
Yeah. And she takes 12 damage.
Because we take half if we succeed. Remember that once upon a time the the dragon breathed its fire, and I got a natural 20 on my save throw, but it
Still
jack
took
shit.
damage.
I still
That's right, you do like 27 damage of that, something like that.
I was like, hey, I just natural 20. It doesn't matter.
Throws that down and you sizzle and hisses, all these things. Alright, 13, Zero next.
Hey, there you go.
So how far away is this sneak?
He's like 30 feet up a rock wall. Well within bow and arrow range.
Sleep worked so well last time.
You can sleep those thugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep the thugs.
Okay. And the schemer is hiding behind all the thugs, so just go for it. It's what? Something D8? What's sleep?
Sleep is 5d8.
You should have the card for it right there.
Oh, that's right, that's right. This spell sends creatures in the map. So I'm roll 5d8. Yep.
It's 3.
4.
Right here.
That's a 10.
17, 29.
29. I'm gonna give it to you. 3 of them fall down.
How many are left?
So 3.
3 are left.
Yeah, 3 thugs are still left standing.
All right.
Because you did that on the 6.
Yeah, he just centered it in the mass of the thugs that are sitting arrayed against you. 3 dropped. You're technically 1 away, but I just want to give it to you.
That happens.
So, dunk, dunk.
So, I mean, it's not even
It's not
about
your
to
turn.
be my
Nope.
turn, but I'm
It
so
is
curious.
theirs.
What is this sneak using again?
Okay, so up on the rocks, he had pretty much set up like a big bow. He set up an arm that he staked into the ground, which had a massive
Is it
Bow.
A bow would be the size of this table or bigger compared to you.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
you pull with your feet.
Like,
Yeah, like he's standing up. It's locked in the ground, and he had a bundle of arrows
Like the
this
night
thick.
elf sort of thing. They have a wheel that shoots out big arrows.
It's a manual
Yes.
build
You
these
know
things.
what I'm talking about?
Night elves. Yes, that. But it's not on wheels or anything.
Right,
it's just
you
just a
built it
massive
in this-
a massive bow the size of this table, and he had a bundle of arrows that he had all bundled together and just pulled into the string, and he's holding it back.
Hey, hit us with that shit?
All it did was once he spit the acid down, it melted the ropes that were holding them, and just as they were dissolving, he goes and just goes fans out and brings acid with it. So it's not so much that you also got hit. You didn't get directly hit by an arrow, possibly,
Yeah.
but a spray of acid came down on top of you as well.
Ugh. And then how high up are they?
He's only like 20 feet up.
Can we
He
like
is.
get there, or
You'd have to climb,
Okay.
and it'll take you probably 2 turns to
what are these
climb.
mooks?
Right in front of you.
Okay.
3 of them just went down. But it's their turn, so Janice rides around the thugs, turns back, and throws out his signet ring. And I think someone's going to need to...
Dang it! This was a trap.
Yeah, this is totally a trap.
It was a trap. It was a trap, puppy.
I want you to know that there was 2 things,
Does he
2
say
dead
Earth, Wind,
giveaways.
Fire, or Heart?
No, he doesn't
when
say
puts out
any
his-
of those.
No? He's not calling Captain Planet? Fucker.
Well, don't tell us now.
I'm not going to tell you now, but there was red herrings that this person wasn't who he said he
All
was.
these humans are just so...
No, Roth Janus is a traitor. douchebag.
Yeah, he just rode past. It's like, look, I'm the guy. Don't kill me.
This ram's head appears out of his ring, the signet ring, and just and comes straight at you.
As it does, everyone's coming straight at me. That's how I like it.
Giggity.
So
Does an
what's
18 hit you?
18? Sure will.
What's your AC?
16.
16. It hasn't been my turn.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I had shield in my face, I mean, it's still a hit.
I'm about to cast that on you, actually.
You take 8 damage, and you're thrown off your charger.
Dope.
5 feet back. You know what it is? You should know it.
I know from second edition, it's the Ring of
Ring of the Ram.
Ring of the Ram. Yeah, I had a character that had that.
Oh, they're so fun.
Yeah.
So, he just slams you, you go falling to the ground, you are prone, so you would have to use your movement action to stand up. Alright. That's... Oh, the 3 thugs that are left, one of the thugs goes to wake up one of the people that's downed. So, he's spending his action waking up another who has his action as unconscious. But that wakes one of them up. The other 2 rush forward and are attacking you 2.
Bring it.
As in those two?
Those 2 right there.
Yay.
Because you got thrown off your horse, they can't get to you.
Good.
Alright, green is for Xernex. 10 to hit Xernex doesn't hit. 17?
It does hit me, yeah.
Oof. So fast.
Lick.
Y'all powers don't even go fast.
Taking a lot of hits.
You take 6 from
Ay,
his
ay,
long
ay.
sword. Shing!
Owie, owie.
Yuckies, girl.
Golly. Okay.
And then that's everyone else. So Ayasa, then Rofrost, then Sephiroth. So Ayasa is going to... What does it look like you're going to do?
I mean, I've knocked a couple down. I'm definitely going to attack the sneak.
Like you're looking, like you keep looking up at him?
He's up.
Okay.
You gotta get to him.
So she comes over to you.
Is he engaged?
No, he's up on the wall. So she walks over to you, grabs you, casts levitate, and throws you up to the sneak.
Goldath.
Hail Golda!
Hail Golda! So 20 feet up, and since she pushed.
That's how I have views.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she pushed, so you get the extra momentum. So you just, and you're right up on him now for next turn.
Sweet. Careful up there. You're on your own.
You're on your own. It's
Every time I've encountered this
rogue
guy on my
duel.
own. It's rogue duel, yeah. It's time.
All right, so that goes to
Schemer there.
Rofrost.
Oh, jeez! I see Savage get thrown off his horse, and I'm like, I'm not leaving your side this time, my lord. And as a shield of faith goes on him.
Bloom. That's a bonus action, right?
It's bonus action, and I use my action. I'm still on my.
You're still on your
I'm
charger.
still on my charger.
But these things don't have.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
And I'm trying to kick off, and I call out to the Lord. It's like, what did I tell you? If you were betraying us, as I get my, I don't get my my hammer, but I get my sword out. Yeah, my fucking samurai like enemies with gold ass sword. Yeah.
This is my.
What did I tell you? If you would betray us,
Okay.
Like a bug, I say as I start charging. It starts glowing with light as I focus my action into giving this thing the power. And yeah, not a spell, just my paladin ability to give me my charisma bonus. Yeah. And that's my action. That's my bonus action. My movement.
Well, you got a guy on you. Now remember, these horses aren't dexterous. You can't really aim them as that well. You could just call it off. So you can call the horse down as a free action to speak the command word, and as you come down, you can attack the dude that's attacking you.
To charge my weapon is an action, and I use my bonus action to get Shield of Faith on Sabroth.
What's the weapon charge?
It's my Channel Divinity. It takes an action to perform.
And then it's there waiting, right?
That's the Thunderstrike. That's there. This will stay with me for the encounter.
That's the charisma bonus to
my attack. So I'm going to have a plus 10 to my attack for now.
But do you want to get off your horse?
Nah, fuck it.
Okay.
Make it harder for them to attack me. I'm up. I'm kicking at them. And I'm calling on this guy as this is happening.
All right. Savroth.
You don't have to roll over the horse?
Horse is fine. It's made
The
of,
horse is doing nothing.
it's
made of
magical
onyx.
gemstones.
What
Yeah.
did he do besides Shield of Faith?
So he Shield of Faith you, and he casts a spell into his weapon.
Okay.
Wait.
I channel my
Channel
divinity.
Divinity, right. So Channel Divinity into his weapon, so he's getting his charisma bonus as a bonus to hit.
Yeah.
And you have Shield of Faith from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That was his action.
Standing up,
Okay, you stand up.
curing my wounds.
All right, cure wounds. Remember to add all your crazy
So it's a
stuff.
1d8 plus 7.
Okay,
Because it's on my first level, so 7 plus 7 is 14.
14.
I swear I thought that was a 1. I was like,
It-
oh, come
the
on.
sevens are so
I know,
like.
I was like, oh no.
Alrighty then.
Would you look at that?
So that was 2. Anything with your bonus or any other actions?
You use Sacred Weapon as a
Well-
bonus?
Cure wounds was in a cantrip, so I can't do
He
like,
can't
a
do any
bonus.
other
Oh, no more spells.
unless it's a cantrip.
But not a healing cantrip.
There is no healing cantrip. There
It
was.
used to be, but not anymore.
It was like
Which is
it was 8
honestly
or
fair.
something like that.
That was way too much.
Once they added the rule that you can cast a cantrip and a real spell, it would have just been ridiculous. Hi, girl.
Cure wounds is an action though itself. So.
Correct. All right, so you used your movement to stand up. You used your your action to heal yourself. Good enough. Back to the top of the order. So that means it's the sneak and the schemer.
So I heal for exactly
Well, didn't-
HP that
did-
I lost.
Did Zyronax actually get a turn?
He did. He put to sleep.
Oh, he did? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to stab those asleep buddies, go for it.
We got some people. 2 gin bottles. Dayton,
Vive la
stand up for the one and only France. Vive la France.
Vive la France!
Yeah.
Welcome to the fight. We're about to kick some old enemies of ours. They've been a pain in our ass for a few sessions now. They set up an ambush, 2 of them. The rest are not here. Where the hell is the rest? Oh yeah, we killed that green one, didn't we?
You think so?
I hit it with a big rock.
I mean,
You did.
If there's a
Démarrage,
warlock,
je n'ai
we'll
pas
see.
français.
Il fait froid aujourd'hui, n'est-ce pas?
I mean, sorry, I don't speak French.
I know what it means.
Oh, you do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
speak French?
Parlez-vous, là? Oh, parlez-moi?
C'est au point.
That's a terrible accent. I have no idea what you're saying. I think you're making it up.
Not Tommy. Démarrage, je n'ai pas français means I'm sorry, I don't speak French. So I don't know. My wife's fluent, but not me.
She's fluent in French? Must help with the ice cream world.
Not in Tucson.
What does
Her
it?
Spanish is shit. She's lucky.
Who wants ice cream in Tucson? Not the French, I'll tell you that.
All right.
Simone? What?
So now, the schemer is like, "Ah!"
Oh,
And you have to make a wisdom saving throw, but you have disadvantage with
disadvantage in your. Oh no.
all wisdom
Oh no.
abilities.
Oh no.
Ooh, 12.
12 not
Plus-
terrible plus.
Did you roll 2 12s?
No, it's 16 and 12.
16 12?
What?
Yeah.
Woo! Eat it! Eat it, schemer!
Oh.
Put your book back the fuck
Put your book back down!
That 12 is actually a 17.
Jesus. All right. You successfully resist the whole.
Damn right.
the whole
That's like
person's
Sabra.
spell. You feel a chill kind of wash into you, and you're like, no, and break out of it as it tries to hold person you, and you just whatever.
That was the
That's
French connection right
our
there.
Lord.
Even giving you disadvantage before doing the other spell,
I know.
like
What a great
son
setup.
of a
It
bitch.
sucks, isn't it? Yeah.
Au revoir.
all right. So that's it. The schemer is now like, oh, you're up here with me. Ching! Pulls
The
up both of
sneak.
its blades. The sneak. God, thank you. Keep doing that. Sneak pulls out its 2 blades.
It goes before.
It does go before you. It goes on 16.
He did the ambush attack, and then he put the guys to sleep.
It pulls out its 2 blades, and then it spits on you with the rest of its acid.
Oh.
I'm immune to acid. Or resistant to it.
Oh, you
You
are,
are,
aren't you?
yeah.
Son of a bitch. So
It's almost like he knew what he was doing.
So you need to give yourself back 3 hit
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
as soon as acid, yeah.
we forget things.
So it's spitting at you with acid, so you make a dex save.
Uh, 14. Shit.
14.
Yeah.
6, 9, 10, 11. 11 rounded, 11 halved rounded up is 6. And then again, you're resistant, so halved again, you take another 3.
3. So, right back where I was.
Yep. And then then he kind of like, as he spits on you, he looks at you and realizes what color you are, what metallic,
Yeah.
and he's like,
I made a huge mistake.
duh. Dayton, why though that roll?
Dayton, why that roll? Whose side are these people on?
2 gin bottles wants more cat snaps from you. Mitch, please.
No, it's my.
Oh.
It's
No,
my
Snapchat
It's almost
with
always
all
allergic
cats.
cats.
Oh, you want Snapchat with kitties?
Do you have
Kitties.
I do.
we'll get at the end of the game. We'll get Snapchat.
We're getting the Snapchat going on.
All right.
Boys gonna love it.
Whoa,
It's
girl.
fucking-
Bandy.
it's all-
Bandy.
It's all cat sounds.
You were cut off. No more cheeses for you, Bandy.
Shh! Don't tell Galen. She has cheeses.
I'm not allowed to give her food.
Well, Galen hasn't told me that. Galen, if you're watching, I just gave your dog cheeses and nothing you can do about it.
It's my rule. I don't give her people food.
Oh, okay.
But Galen didn't say to not have her eat people food from other people, so. Hi, Galen.
Ah, fuck you.
Galen's going to be living here. with
I
me.
know. Oh, living with you?
Until he gets his
So you
place sorted out.
because you just got accepted on that job.
Yeah. All right.
Congratulations, Galen. Good job on you.
Hopefully
Sorry about your
we'll have
dog
you.
with cheeses.
Yeah, we'll have you up here.
So it's tough to get a job after you get out of jail. It happens.
Yeah.
So congratulations for getting out of prison.
Yeah, no shit. It's hard to get a job with those felonies on your record.
So 12, 16,
I
16,
mean, they say this won't affect your job, but we all know.
Zero next.
Zero next.
Fuck. I mean, I'm right in front of the guy. It's
You can touch down and move at him and attack physically, or you can shoot him. You're still levitating, so you can.
Hey, girl. I'm sorry about that.
bow and arrow.
I'll give you cheeses.
Chink!
23.
Brandon just clipped the "No more Cheez-Its" line. No more Cheez-Its! No more Cheez-Its!
That's funny.
23 hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just
Check.
check.
Sorry.
If it doesn't, we're running.
8 damage.
If it doesn't, we're
Is that what
running.
the dex and all that says?
Yeah.
That's the.
That's the bar. 23 doesn't hit. We're out.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this some sort of drink?
That was 13, so 12. The one that was unconscious, that was woken up, gets up, charges forward. The guy that was woke him up, goes and wakes another one up.
That's everybody.
Nope, there's still one down.
They're still in
Yeah, you're
It's only one guy. There's 3 down. He's
That's
woken
okay.
up 2
You
up.
left us.
So-
So be the
Yeah,
hero.
I didn't leave nowhere. Someone threw me up the guy.
Someone
On the
threw
floor
you.
in front of me.
You were wishing so hard she did that.
You're trying to say Yas has a possibility of throwing you anywhere.
She's so small and
I've
people.
only been a balloon willfully twice of the last.
When we throw you a rope.
Both not going
It's true this time.
We're on the back, actually. We're on the back of a giant turtle. We didn't. You were drunk and
Oh,
passed
yeah,
out
yeah,
when we went on this thing.
Turtle? He's in the bathroom, turtle.
Okay, so
Land tortoise.
As opposed to
the one that was on Xernax goes to you,
Of course it does.
and now there's a thug on each of you. So there's
Does it got some distance to make up, or am I just like right there? I was just off my.
you were just off the horse, so he's
Okay.
he takes 2 steps and he's over by you.
That's fine. I just was curious.
So there's now one on each of you down on the ground still. One on Iyasa, one on Zavroth, one on you. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Good.
Get it, gag.
Alright. That is that. This is now Zavroth. Alright, holy crap. Well, the one on Iyasa drops his sword. The one on...
Does it roll the one?
Yeah, rolled a 1. Zavroth
Craps his pants.
gets a 6, which
Hey.
doesn't hit you. But the one on you gets a 22.
Okay.
Like, these
84.
rolls...
Fine. I'm meaty.
84, 84 hit points.
No, I said meaty.
4 damage.
Okay. That's. it's hurting.
What do you
It's a
have there,
lot of
buddy?
little backs
Little
on
plink,
me.
plink, plink,
Huh?
plink.
What you at there, buddy?
On a scale of 1 to 46, I'm feeling about a 24.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love that joke. Good night, Mitch. More laser cats. Good night, Dayton. Viva la France. Good night, Robert. No more Cheez-Its for Brandy.
No more.
Bandy.
Is this the guy we see at the bar? Who is this?
Yeah. Huh?
Is that? I like this guy.
Yeah, sleeveless
good.
cashier gang.
Oh man, come on next time.
He streams Fortnite.
Does he?
Yep.
I want to watch that. I kind of like watching. I don't play it, but like I kind of like watching people play it.
He
It's kind of
streams
fun.
some Rocket League from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Rocket League.
with AJ.
Alright. So that was the 12s. So Ayasa goes, and she is going to...
What's she gonna do? Something useful? That'd be cool.
Hey, she got...
Oh yeah, super useful. Segregate our party. Thanks, Iyasa.
I would have separated without her help.
I know you would.
It just saved him a
She
turn.
just put extra steps to it.
She mage armors herself.
Yeah, I bet she does. Yeah, thanks, Iyasa. All right. Just kidding. That's amazing. Okay. I'm
So
just tense. These are enemies.
Rough Russ.
I'm so bitter right now.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. There's one on Savroth.
There's one on Cyber, there's one on you, there's one on Iyasa.
I'll lose concentration if I do another. Unless I do. No, everybody's pretty much going to attack. So, forgetting bonus actions, I'm just going to just kind of shoulder the one that's on me. Not really do an action into it. Just, ugh! And I'm going to I'm close to Savroth. I'm going to go over. No,
You
I'm
got
not.
knocked back
It's
with the ring
fine.
of the
I'm
ram.
taking a back attack of opportunity. So I'm not leaving you. I won't leave your side, my lord. And I'm going to attack the one that's on Savroth. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
He misses you.
Okay, thank you.
Hit your armor as you disengage or move away from him. You didn't disengage.
And I'm going to attack that mook.
Oof.
Is that an 8? That's going to be an 18.
That hits.
Yeah. It's a channel my
He's
weapon.
got that. He's
Oh,
channeled his weapon.
Christ.
Yeah.
I was like,
I have to
Like,
waste. I pretty much have to waste a turn to do it, but
He,
it's worth
he
it.
can't. He pretty much he can't miss now, and he rerolls ones on his damage dice. So it's like, screw you.
I've also been here the whole time.
You're
Everybody
rolling
rolls
with
out. I'm
that?
like, damn, goddamn, 10%.
You're using your sword, not your hammer.
Which is a 2d6 great weapon. They have the same
They pretty
damage
much all the same.
profile.
I just didn't know.
I just saved my sword for
'Cause it's
dramatic.
personal.
We're fighting.
Clan personal.
That's right, and it is at this point. No rerolls. That's going to be an 8 plus 4 for 12.
Dead.
Yes, right. And I use I'm going to use my bonus action to call out like a bug to the mobile.
Looking over at Janice.
Yeah.
Like a bug! You're next!
Yeah.
Well, actually, these guys are next, but
yeah, I don't know
you.
that. I'll leave that out of the conversation.
I like how Brandon didn't say goodnight to me at all. Thanks, Dick.
You see him at the bar. We gotta bring
Good
it
night,
up.
Dayton. Good night, Mitch. Good night, Robert.
Fuck you.
But fuck me.
Wiley.
Fuck me, right?
Sorry. I
It's
forget
only
you.
the
Forget your
Wileyverse
online
that he
handle. I don't
came
think
to
you
visit.
should have did it
Maybe he
too.
thinks you don't sleep.
Sephiroth.
Oh, it's me turn?
You just saw
it's
me
your
cut
turn.
the head off
Wait,
this
wait.
guy right
You
in
have
front
no
of
one on you anymore.
I thought Ayasa went before me.
She did.
Oh.
She put mage armor on herself.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. So did she go before him?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
last from the group.
No. I thought it was the other way around.
You were
That's fine.
last.
That's fine. I mean, I rolled last. I rolled 2. I knew that. So
He's right next to you.
He just took out the one
On
that
you.
was attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
What's her bitch is still focused on me though,
Schemer is still focused on you.
and there is him and the sneaker up. Ayasa's mage armor up down here. There's 3 more dudes that are up. One's still asleep.
One's still asleep.
One's still asleep,
and
but
if somebody's
there's one
been waking
waking.
up, he's probably going to wake up the last one too.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought about killing him, but I didn't want to leave your side because I'm a Dragonborn who's really down on myself about leaving you last time.
Really, it really prevented them from doing a whole bunch of, like, 6 people
That's
running up.
It's a lot of actions we stopped. You
Yeah.
stopped.
The action economy.
Mm-hmm.
You severely hampered their action economy.
Alright, so I want to Sacred Flame one of these guys that is still up.
Which
Is there a closer one that was like the one that
the
he
one that was
just-
on him? Yeah.
So yeah, let's Sacred Flame that guy.
Okay.
Let's just do that first.
I think he's got a dex save.
He does.
How that works.
Bad Gamers 2000. That laugh. Do me a favor, roll a d20 and tell me what you get. All of you. All right. Roll my
20?
special-
73.
73.
596. I got a 5.
I got an 8.
12.
10.
So 8, 10,
12.
12,
5.
5.
Ooh, it's a good roll.
Yeah, feel good about this.
Put that one on first. Everybody's done
He
poorly.
has to make a dex saving throw.
Oh,
For
Dex. So, and which one? You're casting on the one that was attacking him?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a fail. So, how much damage?
Oh, nice.
One
D10.
1d8 radiant damage.
Oh, it's only D8?
3.
Yeah.
Plus
What was it?
3.
Is it plus anything?
No.
Plus
Was it
your
actually
spellcasting?
Yes.
Yeah, I might have picked it up as 6, but I moved it, so. I don't believe it is anything.
No,
I think
there's
it's
no
just-
pluses.
It's just
It's
that.
a nice little damage cantrip.
Yeah, we have some bad dice in this room.
And then as
So he
a
takes how much?
3 whole radiant damage. As a bonus action,
Silver fire.
I will cast Healing
What
Word
was that?
as a 2nd level spell slot
Okay.
and heal my good friend that's next to me right now.
Oh, thank
For
you.
how much?
So that's going to be 2d4.
D4 plus 8.
Oh,
Please
please.
figure it out.
So-
That's full.
So you're getting at least 8.
Oh,
You're getting at
take
least
it.
10.
That's
I mean,
true.
at least 10, yeah. That's what he's missing.
And
So.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do-
make that 11!
Hey! No, that's good.
Really?
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
God damn it.
I can that puts me back to a 35. It's amazing.
Yeah.
They see me
we-
rolling. We hate you.
This entire campaign is because of cursed dice.
We should
It gives us character, damn
We
it.
should be playing characters that we played for like 5 whole sessions.
We had
I have
basic
my,
dice in our last campaign. We all died. We're doing great this time.
I had like this one. They're fighting a big bad, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out. Like they're about to get the advantage, about to get everyone. I'm like, I'm gonna go out with a big bang, and I put some people down, put some fear in them, and it was a spell, the tentacle spell. Everyone had to make a
Evar's
saving
black
throw.
tentacles?
Yeah, Everard's black tentacles. Everyone had to make a saving throw. Everyone failed. If any one of the people did not fail that saving throw, everyone would still be alive.
And it's not even that bad either. We all... Somebody had to roll higher than 8.
Yeah.
Like something
was a
stupid
pretty
like that. Like,
easy
it was
save.
really
Yeah.
easy
And,
to save
and
throw.
then they just slowly whittled themselves out with death saves
Those
failing.
things do so much damage.
Yep.
If you don't
Every
get out of
round.
them, if you don't get out of them,
Yeah. That's a nasty spell.
we just,
You also should learn that spell.
I don't think they can. It's a.
Is it a warlock only? That used to be a that used to be a wizard
It is
spell.
it is a necromancy wizard spell.
Yeah, she can learn
She
necromancy.
can. Oh yeah, there's nothing stopping
Flavor
it.
it like
I don't know if it's.
dragon tails.
I don't know. It's necromantic. I'm like, of course it's not.
It's either necromancy or conjuration.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's necromantic, but it
I
could be
think it's
conjuration.
Even just necromancy, it's not like it's outlawed, right?
Yeah. No. It's a 3rd level spell though.
It is a 3rd level spell you threw on us.
Yep.
4th level characters.
Okay.
That was good.
it wasn't from lack of trying.
No, that was great. So, dude failed his throw. I got healed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Lord Sappho's turn.
I did a little bit of damage.
So, back to the top.
That was good. Yeah.
All right. So
You take a little, you get a
you
little.
bow shot him, right?
Yes.
So he's like looking at you. He's like, does this, and a whole bunch of black mist just comes out. So he puts
What a
his
sneak.
darkness around him.
Darkness. Good luck trying to attack the darkness.
Attack the darkness.
Hey, I sleeped the darkness
I
last
know.
night very effectively, so I will attack that
So-
darkness all I want.
Everything is black up there. You just see this big black inky cloud up on the ridge. Remember, you're levitating. You can call for Iyasa to pull you back down or push you up or do all kinds of stuff like that.
That's on my turn, though, right?
It is no. You can. So it's on her turn that she moves you. You can free action to tell her what to do at any time. But you have to wait till her turn for her to do the movement.
When I skinny her to drop me, then
Okay. Back down.
yeah.
Okay. So that was that. And then we go to the schemer. Girl.
Oh no, something of the sneak.
I forgot Janus last turn, but he was just positioning himself. He's kind of a coward.
I think we all kind of forgot about James last turn.
All right.
Also, Refros, I made Janice a promise that if he deceives us,
Yeah.
Oh, I've been calling him out as this whole
So
combat
you
so
will
far.
be-
Yeah, no, I'm working on it.
hopefully you shall be the one to take him
That
out.
is that still true? Does light dispel darkness? Does the spell light dispel darkness?
Actually, I think,
now that
I
it's
think,
a cantrip?
I think it's that in the descriptive darkness is that it cannot be overcome even by magical light. I think it isn't overcome. I think it supersedes light.
Let's see. Magic darkness spreads from the point you choose. Fill a 15-foot radius. Darkness spreads around corners. Blah blah blah. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness. A non-magical light can't illuminate it.
A non-magical light?
Non-magical. That's what it says. If the point you chose is an object you are holding, it carries with it. Blah blah blah. Blocks it. If any of this spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of 2nd level or lower, the spell created the light is dispelled.
2nd level lower light. Okay.
So
I was about to
light.
say we need to call Matt Mercer right now. He's doing this. He had it all wrong, guys.
Cantrips, I don't know what.
Cantrips are definitely lower than
Right.
2nd level.
Yeah. You need like continual light or
Say, because I have light, but it's a cantrip.
Light, yeah.
yeah. So light as a cantrip won't dispel darkness anymore.
Oh, the spell light.
The spell light
In this,
and
yeah,
not
that's in
spell.
that condition. No, it wouldn't.
Continual light.
That's a level 3.
The 2nd level spell.
I thought it said 2nd level lower doesn't do it.
Is it then?
Or does it
let's
lower
see.
than 2nd level?
I think it said 2nd level or lower, so it just means you
So
have
in
to
that
cast
case-
it as a higher level.
You'd have to cast.
Oh, you have to cast it as a level higher. Oh, that's how you get around that. Okay.
All right. Where are we? We are on the schemer. Schemer.
You cast darkness. Oh, no, Scheme is the blue one.
Yeah, the sneak cast darkness. The schemer is
Tried to hold me with love last time. But I said stop.
Stop.
Before I tear your heart from your chest, you look for death.
Hey, what are you doing?
Look for cheeses.
She thought about it.
Yeah, no, it's just like, what is it? What do I? No. I just picture, I already saw like a little chalkboard, like, numerical graphs. Mathematical things.
Do I do this?
Pythagorean theorem.
Oh, that's what she was gonna do.
What's she gonna do to us?
She
Why?
points at you.
Me?
Yep, and a black beam comes out of her hand. Con save.
You don't say. I think that might be one of my...
Well, you should be good.
I think
at
it's
those,
wisdom,
right?
wisdom, charisma.
Oh, that's right. I get wisdom charisma, isn't it? Features and traits? Oh, wait.
Saving
There it is.
throws.
Ability saves. Where is it? Wisdom charisma. Dang it.
But you have a really good.
I do have a good constitution. But not good rolls. I've been rolling lower than 10 all night tonight. No, I fail.
Okay. A black beam of enervating energy springs from her fingers and strikes you. You deal only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
What?
Luckily, none of your attacks are strength.
How do I get it off me? Get it off.
At the end of each of your turns, you'll be able to make a Constitution save to end it.
Oh, was it Rage and Enfeeblement?
Yes, it is.
Hate that spell. Stop it.
Stop! I'm a great weapon fighter. My damage is all I got.
It's true. It's so true.
I just want to make sure she can have the thing on me and that on him, right? Same time, no big deal.
Yeah, yours is a curse,
Okay.
so it's not maintained. It's not a.
Concentrating, that's...
You're purposefully cursed.
It's a hex.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh no, hex is concentration. And is Red Enfeeblement?
Oop.
Ooh, it is.
Ah.
So she drops the hex on you.
I was like, that's fine. It just means I'm no longer...
You're no longer hexed. You are enfeebled. Okay.
My sword is so heavy. I want to be so cool with it.
All right. Next is
Janice or the thugs.
nope. Xernax.
Oh, they don't do anything?
They're on 12. He's on 13.
Oh, okay.
Let's arrow.
No, it's not Witch Bolt. It was Rave Enfeeblement.
Let's arrow this guy.
Great sapping power.
Witch Bolt is.
Witch Bolt is a pretty nasty
D10.
first level attack spell.
Yeah.
It's a ranged spell attack. So you have to roll the hit with it, but it does some damage for a first level spell.
Oh, it's D12 lightning damage. Oh, right. It causes a beam between you of lightning. So it's a ranged attack, then it keeps
concentrate
doing
on it to keep doing damage.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a nasty first level spell.
It is so nasty.
It's
she tried to do that last game to him and missed.
Well, good.
Okay.
Because especially if you get that hex and then witch bolt and the constant damage.
It's like a nasty. It's weirdly because Melf's After is a second level spell and that does damage over after the initial hit too.
Yeah.
But you don't have to concentrate on that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing, Xernax?
Arrow to the guy.
Okay, you are at disadvantage because darkness.
Oh, it's so.
You're still in the darkness.
Yeah.
You cannot see him
She was also supposed to lower me as well.
on her turn.
Oh, on her turn. Fuck, I'm up here. Can't do anything else. So.
Guy with a magic bow up in the air. What's it do?
Hush. I mean, that's it, yeah. So,
Shoot in there and hope you hit him.
let's do it.
You going for it?
Interesting thing though, since neither of you can see, if you do hit him, since you can't see, it wouldn't affect. Okay, go.
It's not a sneak attack.
It's not a sneak attack because you're not getting to choose a location.
Sure. So, 11.
Did you roll 2?
Nope, I did not.
What? You'll probably be
That was
taking
still
the...
the 11. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
11 total. Misses.
Yeah.
You hear it crunch into dirt.
It's rough, buddy. Darkness.
Darkness sucks. Alright. That was 13. 12s. Janice lifts a crossbow and shoots you. The guy...
Yeah, you better.
The thug that's waking people up wakes up the last one. The one that woke up the turn before goes after you. As you're the biggest, meanest threat there.
Damn right.
Ooh. Alright. Janice shoots at you and gets a 14 and misses.
Misses.
There are now 2 thugs on you. A 16 and a 14.
One hit.
1 hit. For 2. The one on Iyasa retrieves his sword. And the one on you is dead. So that's all the unengaged thugs. There's 2 more that are going to get to engage next turn.
Mm-hmm.
The one that was waking the one up, the one that woke up. So, and that's going to be
This guy's
5
on the force. He can
thugs.
get away.
You guys are in a box canyon and there's a rock behind you.
Yeah.
So this was meant for a no escape situation
Yeah.
for anyone that doesn't have magic.
That's true. So even this Lord guy. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Sidious. Dark
We're all
Seas.
trapped. They're trapped in here with us.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. We're not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with us.
Yeah.
Let's get to Dragonborn. I'm like, what? Together? Good luck and luck.
All right. So that was them. On 9, Iyasa brings you down. So you slide down the wall and you're back in the canyon. There's a big pool of darkness up there. That's her bonus action. For her other action, she is going to send out her golden dragonlings, her magic missiles.
I was like, her real action, she floats me again.
She just like floats you
You know what?
down and then back up.
Even a little to the left.
Yeah. Interestingly
Maybe
enough,
here?
it can't do
Yeah,
lateral
yeah,
movement. It's
yeah.
only up and down.
Up and down.
So, all right. So she's putting 2 missiles into the one on her, and 1 missile into the one that was on you.
That's why she had to throw him, right? To
Yeah, to get the
Yeah.
angle. So. So the dragons slam into.
It would have been funny if she put more force throwing you, then she could
Lift
lift
you.
you up and you're just kind of like rolling uphill.
Oh, dragged up the side of the hill.
Roll uphill.
We do have Volo's Guide. I own
Yeah.
it, but
Cool
I don't use much from it. There's a couple cool warlock spells in there that I do look at.
Certain armor of Agathias.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's what she has on right now.
I know.
All right,
She's got those frosted tips.
it's the frosted tip. All right. That was on 9. So Rofros.
All right. Well, I got 2 on me.
You got 2 on you. 1's injured. 1 is fresh.
Any more on Savroth?
There's nothing on Savroth
Does
at the
he
moment.
make his check at the end of his
At
turn?
the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it affects him for
if
at
I'm
least
doing
1
half damage,
turn.
I'm gonna slice at the injured one.
Good call.
Critical hit. A natural 20. Straight nothing.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Like
I look at the schemer while I do it too. As I just chop off his head.
make a con save.
All right.
I would say you just taunt the fucking.
And I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
affected.
You're still enfeebled.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You can cut. You would have to cut my straight down further than that, bitch.
Half of half, bitch. But you said it, right?
Yeah, I looked right at her. And I said, of course I said it.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch. Oh, scary Terry. All right. So that's two.
In here.
Out there. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, bitch.
There's no more attackers on.
There's no more attackers on Saproth.
Not currently, no.
Yeah,
But there's two
dude, I'll save
unengaged.
it. Yeah. No, I still want him to have the 18 AC. All right, go ahead.
All right. That was 9, 5, 2. Saproth.
2. Yeah.
So Yasa, Rofros, then you. So your action comes around. What are you doing?
All right. Well, my good friend Rofus over there is about to get his bear's endurance.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Give him advantage on
That's my
constitution
lord!
checks.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll get rid of his enfeeblement.
Gives
And
me.
2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh.
All right.
Which this goes for an hour, so I'm pretty
And-
sure.
and
it's-
advantage
unless I
on
break
Advantage
Constitution?
Constitution checks.
That's sick. How much temporary?
You get 5 extra hit points.
Hell yeah.
5 temporary hit points.
5 temporary.
Yeah,
Cool.
temp hit points, but
Yeah.
but now you have advantage on Constitution.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Glad I stood by your side. All right.
Is that it?
That's
All right. Back to the top. Schemer's throwing a witch. No, not a witch bolt.
Turning back to the top, I'm like, is it you or me? Oh, it's them.
Yeah.
Man.
It's the sneak's turn.
It's the sneak and the schemer.
Like, yeah, they go on the same.
They're like Lady and the Tramp, but stupid and dumb.
Which there's a chance that I drop that spell off of you once you succeed on getting rid of your enfeeblement.
I was just debating dropping Shield of Faith on you. I mean, it's tactics. It's tactics. We're a warring clan.
She reaches down and pulls out this rod, the scepter-looking thing, and it's got what looks to be like a claw, like a dragon's claw, around a crystal of some sort, and she points it at you, and a bolt of eldritch green energy flies from it and assaults you.
Jeez.
I don't think a 14 is going to hit you, though.
No.
But this thing's like, it's this like pale green, and it moves erratically, like almost like, and it's like almost a miasma emits from it, but this bolt just crackles by you. It's like,
Is anyone else picturing snow level on this at the same time? I know it's not snowy here, but I keep picturing this.
it's pretty far north and in the foothills of mountains, so this could be
like
snowy.
spotted snow,
Yeah, a little
maybe.
spotted snow. You want to do that? She yells as she sends it out at you. The sneak.
Yeah, in the darkness. We don't know if he can see in this.
I dare him to move.
So you've slid down the side. You've kind of backed up, and then so
come out of there. I will.
out of the darkness, he leaps straight down at you with both of his blades.
Oh, damn.
Complete sneak attack if he hits,
That's scary.
because he's like coming out. 2 attacks.
So 2 different
Oh.
deck saves.
No, this is him straight attacking you, so it's against your armor class.
22.
Your armor class.
15.
But he rolled a 5 and a 4.
Oh,
So-
I thought it was the other. Oh.
I'm like,
Like 20s over there. He's like,
Yeah,
So-
like a Lucy Bell.
He got an
apple player
11,
deal.
an 11 and a 12. An 11 and a 12 won't hit you. So he comes out of the dark like a bat out of hell, just hissing, and you just like do the sidestep, and it hits the ground, rolls up, and is like next to you, missing both of its attacks.
He needs a massage.
Yeah, he
And
does.
it just blink, right on his like neck, like
He's like, oh, I'm comfortable. I forgot.
his leg starts
I've never
kicking.
been shown such kindness before. Maybe I was all wrong about this Tiamat business.
All right, 16, that goes to 13, Xernex. He's right next to you and going
Oh,
like shit.
buddy.
It's like he just came out of the darkness and just missed you horribly. Well, not.
He's
horribly,
close
but he
then,
missed.
so short sword.
And you could do a 5 foot. Like, he's not engaged. So you can still shoot him if you want.
We know how much you love your bow.
It does
it's
do
fine.
an extra
Yeah.
point of damage.
It does. It's also got a little extra. Yay.
And I'm going to say that
So
since he came out of the darkness and missed so bad on both attacks, he's kind of off footing. Like, I'll give you a sneak attack on this.
18.
That'll hit.
Pluck him in his fucking black eye.
Yeah, and you're just like, dink, right into his kidney. My spleen.
Oh, that's a roll.
11.
What's your dex?
14 plus
And your magic.
7, so 21 damage.
21.
Plink, plonk, funk.
It went in so deep, it's just feathers.
Yeah, you just
Holy
like
shit.
he stands up like having completely missed you, and he's like sliding to try to recover, and you're just like you just dodge out of the way, watch him go by, and just get him like like right in that back tender part. You hear him like, and you see his body jolt.
My favorite.
Backtenders. That sounds delicious.
Black what?
Oh,
Back
boy.
tenders.
Oh,
Black
we're fighting them again. Oh, we can't let them get away this time.
All right.
Brandon, we can't let him get away.
Yeah, he's not feeling good. That was on 13. On 12. All right, so the thugs, you're up there and you're the threat, so all of the awake thugs are going
Come on.
after you.
Come on.
So there's 1 on Iasa and now 3 on you,
Okay.
as they're just trying to like stop you
You
from
can do it.
getting anywhere.
3 thugs is nothing.
My AC's only 16 though.
It is, so 2 hits.
Okay, fine.
The damage is.
I mean, if they do-
1d6 minus 3.
It's only worth it. If
10
They do 10 total?
in total.
Okay.
1 on Iasa.
Good thing you
Misses.
still had 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's right.
Soak some of
Does
that
it?
10.
I want to see if it automatically includes the 10. Oh, it did.
It did, yeah.
It sure did. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, they took the 5, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh,
Janice loads
Yeah,
up another
you
crossbow
can.
and tries to shoot you.
What's that?
Janice.
He's
Duke.
using
So we're trying to tell you.
thing
you
again?
No,
can
he's using
only
his
apply
crossbow.
chance to
Okay.
Do you know?
anything else.
Do you know?
What would
10.
Can you tell Robert what his actual hit points were?
46. You have 46 total hit points.
No, I know. Then you healed me to. You did 11 to me. That put me to 36, right?
Then you missed it, so
Because
you're
I applied the 10. I was like, oh, cool.
Sorry.
It counted for the fact that I had.
26.
So I try to get rid of the 26.
Yeah,
Yeah.
26 where you're at.
So I try to get rid of the.
Five.
Okay. I no longer have temp
Sorry,
temp
it was,
HP, and then it just reset my health. I'm like,
We were literally talking about while I played with it. Fucked up. So 26.
Yeah, all right.
26 where you're at. Sorry.
So he shoots at you and misses. Thugs did their turn. So that is Iyasa.
Perfect. Okay. Fine.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Iyasa is going to do her
Oh, yeah, because it's a 36.
Well, let's
So that's-
Scorching
Whatever.
Ray.
Let's just leave it there.
You've had 20 damage dealt to you so far. Of a possible 46.
She's going to do all 3 of her Scorching Rays into the schemer.
He was at 36, and then I gave him 5 temporary, then the
She
10
hit
would only have
twice.
31. Depending on what your,
Ooh.
The 5 HP, right?
yeah, that's what
Because I was at 36, and 10 would have brought me down to 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we did.
Oh.
Good call. Good call. That's why.
Thanks.
That's why he works that way.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
He's like, I know, I cast that spell, damn it.
Nothing. We were all mentally doing his hit points in our head, and we were all because he gave him temporary hit points.
So again, her Scorching Rays take the form of like wing-shaped fire that she just like she raises up. The 3 of them appear and she throws them, and they just swirl. And the 3 of them go at the schemer who tries to like get out of the way, but 2 just carve into her and
Oh, that's a
burn her.
Scorching Ray, that's
Just
right.
burning her. So she takes 18 damage from the Scorching
Yeah.
Rays.
Good for you.
Do a fireball next time.
Just level for that. One more level, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
6th.
No, level 5 you have access to 3 level spells. Oh, we're level 4.
Level 4, so
we never
level
actually
5.
leveled.
Yeah, so
Oh.
one more level, you guys will get your... She'll get her fireball. All right.
Oh, you know what I'll get, though?
An extra attack.
Yeah, boy.
So sick.
Oh, damn.
Like it sounds kind of like, but his attacks are
Like, his attacks are
I
devastating.
know. It's
And
just
An extra
I
attack.
carry it like a wrecking ball.
it sucks when he misses, so having that
It does
extra...
suck. That
hit.
infused weapon thing?
All right. So that was 9 for Yasa. Roll for us!
All right. I got 2 on me. There's 1 on the Yasa. How far away is the Yasa?
Not very.
How far? Could I get in on that?
Yep.
All right.
You guys, you all were there together.
Yeah. So I'm if I trying to get engaged, maybe a 5-foot step with them, like just a little overhand, little swipe.
she just straight up turned her attention onto the schemer.
Right. She had turned her attention on to
It's going to be
a couple other things. She was trying to
It's going
ignore
to be
it.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Oh, I love this paladin ability. It's a 19, but
He's
it's a
already
strength
wounded.
ability, so I do half damage.
It's, yeah, all damage, all weapon attacks that go off strength are halved. But he's already wounded.
He's already wounded.
I'm pretty sure minimum was going to kill him because she already hit him with 2 of the magic missiles.
Okay, 9 plus 4, so 13, cut in half. I don't know
Round
if you
it
round up.
D&D is always round up.
Oh, okay, so,
7.
hold on. So, that'd be 6, 7.
Okay, it's dead. So the one on Yasa is dead. There's just the 3 that are chasing you right now. Like, they're starting to surround you.
Alright, I am going to, bonus actions. Nobody's attacking you.
Nobody's attacking.
I mean, Janice shot at me with his.
I'm going to
bolt, but-
bonus action, compel duel to that lord.
To the schemer?
Yeah. No. To
Janice.
To Janice.
Wow, okay. Alright.
And I
So
call
what
out
is
to
it?
him. It's like, the numbers are thinning, you will not run to me. Okay, so you attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled to you by your divine demand. For the duration, it is disadvantaged on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and it must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you.
And you're compelling Janice to do this.
Yeah.
I was given a command by Lord Savroth.
Yeah, I got it.
No, it's RP. I know, it's not the most tactical thing.
No,
he
I just...
fails his wisdom save, so
He has
He
to
is
do a
like-
wisdom save to... If he wants to get away,
yep.
he's going to have to fight for
So,
it.
and he's got to fight you now.
I'm
That's
gonna
concentration, right?
Concentrate that.
So
No
your
longer
shield of faith
have
goes
it.
off, but the only guy, I mean, they're both attacking you. The schemer and Janice were, but now Janice is going to have to attack him or gain disadvantage.
Nice.
So-
Oh, then nobody was attacking. Oh, no.
The schemer's been
Oh.
going after him the entire
Oh, that's
time.
magic. It's
Yeah.
different. Okay.
After she enfeebled you,
Yeah.
she's.
Oh, con save
Con save with
But you
advantage.
with advantage because of the bear's endurance.
2 2s!
Wow.
What
Can't
the
shake it.
hell,
Can't
man?
shake it off.
Oh my god!
I've been rolling.
You roll with advantage.
Two.
If I didn't have like a
Natural
plus
one.
10 to my attack, I'd be missing too. I've
There's
been
not
rolling
even a
like
natural one.
8, 7, 9s.
That's
Wow.
an unrealistic roll.
That
right
is-
there.
That's pretty bad.
What the
That's
fuck?
improbable.
It's pretty improbable. I'm an improbable guy. You know?
All right. So 2, Savroth. The only attacker you have to worry about now is the schemer, pretty much.
She
But
just got hit pretty hard by
Ayasa.
so she could turn her attention for all I know.
they could be going into mage duel at this point. But you also know that there's people that are wounded.
Can I get
Either way.
Can I get a inspiration for following orders?
Oh,
and compelling
absolutely,
this guy?
absolutely. You can get inspiration for that. That compel duel on the you going after him is pretty badass. Also, inspiration just for rolling double 2s on your con save.
Thank you. What do I-
Man, we get any inspiration for viewing that?
wow.
Yeah, we need everything, all the help we can get.
I don't know where I'm just gonna take a chip.
That's pretty much all I'm going to be doing
right
for
here.
my action. But I'm
Oh,
going to
thank
cure
you.
wounds on roll first over there.
Healing
So that's going to be 1d8 plus 7.
cure light. Okay.
Just because he's.
Doesn't healing word
Healing Word is the bonus action one.
okay. Right.
And it's only a 1d4 plus my shit unless I pump out.
Just
But is it a concentrate? Like last turn to turn? Okay.
Healing Word, you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's a first level evocation. But it's a bonus action.
What's the duration? Instantaneous?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
And so, yeah, I'm just.
There's a spell out there that allows you to just like on your action as a whatever do something.
Not the greatest, but you still get 10. You're healed for 10.
You're healed for 10.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Oh, jeez, thanks.
He lays his hands upon you.
That puts me to 41. Not 71.
Because you,
You guys with your hit points.
as much as you've compelled that dude to duel, you still technically have 2.
Three guys on him. Plus
I had
Janice.
2, and then I killed the one that was on Iyasa.
You've killed 3,
You killed 3, and there are only
And there's-
6 to begin with.
so there's 3
Yeah,
left,
3
and they're
left.
all on him.
Mm.
Yep.
So you have to get through them plus Janice, so to speak.
Yeah.
Figured you might need the help going into that.
All right.
Thanks.
So that is back to the top of the order.
I appreciate it.
The
Really.
schemer and the sneak.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
The sneak is not happy with you. He hisses at you.
Like, back at him.
Yeah.
He moves in and dual attacks you with his blades.
Good luck. But I normally say he's pretty effective.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
What?
Eric didn't have the door closed, so I told you to walk in and take the dope.
Hey, hello, hey Steve.
I like to be kind of knocked too and say
Hey
shit.
Steve. Hey Steve.
I was just like, oh, I'm not.
2 12s aren't going to hit you.
Ooh, I can do shit to me.
Yep.
Swish, swish.
My bathroom's fixed. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I sat back down, so.
Give
All
him
right.
the, give him the
Plus,
pocket
I'm
sand.
attack,
I mean, we're
so.
like the last
You
5
sleep
minutes
with me
anyway,
now.
so.
The schemer sends another
Just like
arcane or eldritch bolt at you.
And be able more sub.
Ninja dust.
Tell me she rolled crappy.
12.
Yeah. Doesn't hit my 16.
Sends that off.
oh, good. I would
Hisses.
have really felt really bad if they could roll the 17 to get you. I'm like, oh, my shield's a favor. I'm
I
so
like
sorry.
how at some point I just kind of like ignored what she's doing on this like, right, everyone else, we gotta take care
what
of
an
these guys.
annoying hexer. Just
I
nag,
I
nag,
keep seeing these
nag.
things come over my shoulder. I'm like, God damn it! Could you just stop?
Cut it out!
It's like Clippy from Windows. It's like, hey,
No clipping.
I see you trying to
Get
survive
out of
an
here.
ambush. Would you like some help with that?
you're trying to arrange your
16,
spells.
16.
Go fuck yourself.
Zero
I
next.
like you, Clippy.
Cyanix, you're on man.
I got a bow again.
What did Snake do?
He tried to attack him twice.
Missed again.
So
22.
using your cutting action to disengage,
22.
step back and shoot him.
22, yeah.
All right, 22 hits. No sneak attack this time.
It's fine.
Get him.
6.
Oh.
I did 23
Oh.
or whatever last time, so it's not bad.
6.
6.
Like, hits him. He snarls at you in Draconic. You all speak Draconic, right?
Yeah.
He snarls at you that he's going to eat your entrails.
Dude, you and this guy do not get along.
Thieves can't spicing my entrails.
I'm about to kill Steel right now. Right over.
Enjoy
still-
my entrails. These fucking spices.
I'm still on my damn horse. I'm just gonna
You
ride
should say
over
that,
really-
oh, from what I've eaten the last couple of days, you probably don't want to do that.
Enjoy a fluffy potato in my body.
It's not so fluffy now.
A deflated potato, as it were. Deflato.
All right, that was 13, so 12s. Janice is compelled to shoot you with a crossbow now, and the 3 thugs all shoot you or attack you as well.
Come on, me.
16? No.
16 is my armor class.
So Janice hits you with the crossbow for 9. And then you've got 3 dudes hitting you. Whoa.
I feel like you're just the white mage for him.
Yeah.
Like your main role is keep Rofras alive.
I mean, I soaked a lot of damage in these
No, you
fights.
really do. You really do. You had like 4 or 5 people on either side.
You take 15 more as all 3 of them hit you.
25 total?
Yeah.
No, 24 total. He did 9.
9. All 3 of them hit you.
Well, that hurts.
Yeah. That was a bad round for... Bad round.
You're still alive.
Does it help that I'm on my horse still?
You're not on your horse if you moved over to him.
Okay.
So remember, these things, they can't move like that. Like, you moved back to him, it would be like... You would have had the...
Come on.
Yeah.
Come, chip.
So, you had to get off.
Anyway, here we go.
Here you go.
My
That
lord!
was Janice and the thugs. So Ayasa's going to do another
Fuck that bitch up.
blast, another scorching ray at her.
Yeah,
She's no longer got a thug on her, so she ain't even got to worry about that now.
that was the idea.
Ooh.
Get him off the...
Woo! All
wait,
3
wait.
hit.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, never mind.
That's 66 damage.
That's always a good thing for us. Well, poop.
Come on. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. She did as much in 2 bolts as she did in 3 bolts this turn.
Still lots.
That's only 18, though.
It's a good amount of damage.
It's like enough number of dice roll. That was a Mitch style roll.
Right?
29
Throws all
to
those
hit.
at
Roll
her.
damage.
She gets slammed.
Huh?
She screams.
Good.
Oh, you attacked already. Did you attack this? No, you haven't attacked. Never mind. You just got hit a lot. All right. Rofrost, go.
Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna attack another mook.
Okay.
I got there's just 3 on me, and
There's
there's
3 on you.
nothing on anyone else.
It's like the only way to
Well,
rip
there's
a club properly
3 on
is
you,
spitting
plus
your own
the
blood
Janice
on
is
your
on
hands.
you.
Oh, yeah,
The sneak is on him.
They're having a duel though, and I respect duels.
And Schemer is still attacking him,
Even though she's getting
but
torn
she's getting
up.
torn up by Ayasa.
I'm okay with that. All right.
I like how your club doesn't work till you spit your own blood on the hand.
It's going to be a 23.
But it's
It's
Alright.
a double-digit roll.
half damage on the strike.
I'm going to put a smite in this one.
On a mook?
Well, I don't know how much health they had. I've only hit and wounded one so far. And I'm doing half damage.
Right. You've
Just
killed
save-
everyone that you've
save-
hit
That's true.
so far.
It's going to be a
9,
9 plus 4, so 13. So
7.
7 damage.
Okay. This one doesn't die.
I said I'm going to put a smite in it.
Put a spine into it.
I told you.
Plus 4, so 11.
Plus 4, and that's not strength based.
Half off,
does.
so it's
Yeah.
9.
One spell slide. I got. Oh shit! That's my last one. Actually, because I forgot because I cast this and this.
And you still have a schemer and a sneak to deal with, and the noble.
It's one less attack on me. Whatever. He's dead.
Alright.
I'm going to use my bonus action to snarl.
Smite me or
And
something.
to speak
Smite
to. I'm just gonna look. I'm still coming for you. And to shrug off this with advantage, I roll 2 11s and 11 plus 4 for 15. Do I shrug it off?
You do.
Yay!
Barely.
This tie goes to the
You just have to be there.
I like the GM's perspective. I'm like, you
Her-
don't fucking
her
deserve that at
DC
all, but
was-
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Her DC is a 14 for the Ray of Fulfillment, so you got it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
You're no longer enfeebled.
You're no longer enfeebled.
I feel so strong.
All right.
Before I die.
2, Sephiroth.
What's your health at?
Oh boy, it's like 17.
Healbot. Healbot.
Oh, heal boss!
Seriously.
Hail,
what?
heal.
Though there's one less attacking me now, and they rolled well last time. I could probably survive
You
another
still
round.
have 3 things that are gonna take swings at you.
Also, I've been known to miss from time to time. don't want to be hit pointless when I fuck
Yasa
up.
has taken no damage.
Yasa's taking no damage.
And he's taken some, but not very much.
Oh, tiny
So,
amounts.
and I haven't been struck, thankfully, again since like the first time or something.
I mean,
Since the
you should. I think you should hit
jackass
this.
acid
I think you should
crap.
hit. I think you should hit the black
Oh.
dragonkin with the.
I would-
fucking guiding bolt.
I would love to throw a guiding bolt at someone.
I'll be fine.
I have to keep
If
healing
I go,
your ass.
if I go down, you just be like,
You just
"Keep
took
touch."
24 damage.
True.
You only have 17 right now.
You're in the same range. You're in
All
the
right,
range of
I
death.
guess save my life, jeez, if you must.
I'm using Cure Wounds at a level 2 spell.
All right.
So it's going to be 2d8 plus 8.
17 is going to hit.
Oh my god. And I only rolled a 5, so 5 plus 8, 13.
13.
I'll take 13 healing, thank you,
God,
sir.
it's
Can I have
30,
another?
That 13 put him way more.
You put me to
points than
30.
I have.
Yeah. I'm at 30. Oh,
Thank God I am Disciple of Life or whatever.
Yep.
dude,
no,
because
that's been
my rolls for
monumentally
actual
helpful.
healing are
Join
never
the-
great.
Yes, roll
Join me
suck.
on my quest. Do my bidding.
Alright. Back to the top. Schemer's gonna shoot Ayasa. She's
Oh,
tired
is
of
she?
getting shot.
It's like I haven't even looked her way in a while.
Yeah.
She's still shooting me. She's had 36 damage done to her from my
What's
Yasa.
mage armor do?
Major armor puts your base
AC
AC like
becomes
13.
13 plus
13
dex,
plus dex.
so 15. Ayasa gets hit by the Eldritch Bolt out
Oh
of the
no!
wand, the rod.
I was so expecting her to put Radiant Fuel
What'd
on
she
me
roll
again.
this time?
Huh?
What'd she roll this time to hit?
The Schemer rolled a 10
Oh,
plus 6. 16.
oh okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
Rolled a 16 to hit.
10 is less than 18.
How does this work?
Does 6 damage to Ayasa.
You're saying maths with it.
Oh, Ayasa has taken damage. She took a damage from the initial hit.
Oh,
from the acid.
Yeah,
the
from the
blast,
acid. Mhm.
the acid blast.
So she's at 18 out of her 30 hit points now. She's taken 8.
He's got more than you do.
Yeah, she does.
I'm
So
super fast.
hits her. All right, the sneak.
Y'all cowards don't go fast.
All right. He does not. He does not compose himself. He wants to try to kill you, so he's going to attack you. I'm rolling to see if they're running now.
His arrogance will be his weakness. Trust me, I know how it works.
Wow. Okay, that's a 25 and a 19.
Oh
I
boy.
think those are both hits.
Oh dear.
16 is his armor
At least
class.
they're not sneak attacks.
Eleven.
First hit.
11. 11.
11.
Is that both hits combined?
That's both hits
Oh, okay,
combined.
cool.
So yeah, that was the
What do you-
No, oh, it hit me?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah. This is the sneak.
Oh, sneak. Oh, you said schemer. Excuse me. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
It healed me for 11.
No. All right.
Aren't those daggers
oh,
like
shit.
coated in
Whoa,
acid?
man.
No,
I'm
you didn't.
always
You
slow.
didn't this time. But
It's like
thank you.
I'm
for
literally
bringing
made
that
out of
back up.
fuzzy bunny slippers. What's your armor made out of? Bunny slippers.
All right. 13. Xernex.
That guy.
Disengage with your cutting action and then shoot him again.
Yeah.
Just keep moving away
You
and
guys are just having at
It's
it.
a little, yeah, it's a little rogue duel. That's a shot.
22 again.
There you go.
Let's do this shit.
let's do this shit, Brian.
11.
That's hurt, man.
He's already fucking hurt. He probably got like
So
2 hit points. Like, he's still alive, right?
18,
Yeah, he's
6.
still
He's
alive.
still alive.
He's like you
He's
hit
like
him
arrows
like
hanging
you
out.
you're
It
doing
looks
this
like
like duck roll backwards, get up, and he's
Yeah.
like, ugh, ugh, just like growling at you like
It's like playing Skyrim. It's like, must have been the wind.
like
Arrows
coming at
hanging
you.
out of his fucking
blades.
helmet.
Just
Just to be like, tell everyone me. Fuck that guy. Hey, I gotta
Yeah,
go my
okay.
equipment and reduce my fucking arrows again. I'm gonna take those arrows back.
So that was 16. Let's go to the next in line, which is 13. You're next. Next in line is 12s. So that's Janice and the thugs. So Janice shooting you again. He's compelled to.
One thug left.
He misses Janice with a 8. 2 thugs.
There's
2 thugs left.
Because there were
Start
3
getting-
Oh, yeah.
on.
That's
why I healed.
Both hit with advantage.
a 16 and a 7.
16.
16 hits me.
I'm so used to your last character.
I often have Armor of Faith, which puts me at 18, which is what Grace would have.
4.
4, I'm fine.
Alright. That is all the thugs. That is Janice.
Is that Sindore?
Huh?
Sindore.
It is Labint of the Highborn.
Yep,
From
Sindore.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
When you go into Sylvanas' throne room for the first time and it plays that, and all the banshees get up and sing it.
Have you done the Silverpine quest line since Cataclysm?
No.
Let's focus
dude,
a little bit.
Do it.
We're already over
It's
time.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Alright.
Sorry. And it plays that song at the end.
Yeah, that's where it's from. I've done that.
I just asked.
You said since Cataclysm like it changed, but it hasn't.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
Should have mentioned.
What is what?
That
wow.
was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Literally.
Literally.
And everybody misuses that word, but like, wow, literally.
Yeah.
Zero Nexus went, and then the Janice them.
It's Ayasa's
Ayasa's turn.
Like, I'm prepared for my turn.
She's gonna
Already got my die in hand.
magic missile the schemer. Sends her little gold dragonlings after her. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a great hit, but a good hit nonetheless.
Question is, do I go risky and not heal Mitch this turn?
Not heal. Alright.
Do you want some help?
I'm the rogue. No one needs to help me. I've got it. This guy's going down.
Like, I kind of don't want. I kind of want to just leave you out of so you have
I
your
know,
duel. You
it's
have
like I
your
feel
duel
like
going
I'm
on.
like, these guys.
None of you guys are doing sneak attacks to each other, so it's kind of like.
No, he has.
All
He has like 6 hit points. I have 10.
Goes before you is my only
I know.
concern.
Then if I survive the next hit, then let me do it myself.
Alright.
So you're saying don't attack me?
It'll be my turn before you. No.
No.
No, I'm
So
going
he also
next.
goes, Rofros.
Oh, sorry.
What?
What are you doing?
Oh! I thought you said Yasa asked me.
No.
Called my name. I'm like, what?
That's the free action. She's like,
Real
Frost. What? And
Got
then
two-
go ahead and that's her.
That was her. That was her.
I still got these 2 guys on me,
Yep.
and if I don't attack them, they're gonna attack
Hey, at
this
least
guy.
At least you're not
Probably.
enfeebled anymore. You know?
That's right. Yeah, I wish I could just cleave through both of them. I'm going to hit him for 25.
That hits.
I'm going to do a lot of damage to him. It's going to be 7 plus 4 for 11 damage.
That kills one.
With my single-edged sword.
We're getting there.
Alright, it's dead. There's one left. There's Janice. There's the sneak.
And I'm pulling out Janice as my bonus action.
Janice the sneak. 1 thug still, right?
One thug
And
and the schemer.
And the schemer, okay.
Alright. Sephiroth.
as a free action, I can yell to him, right?
Yes, you can call out to anyone.
Do you want assistance?
Blood spitting out.
At the end of the day, I am also an honorable. I will let you duel this guy until one of you goes down, and then deal with him afterwards.
You can always
but
heal him if he drops. I mean, it's not like he's dead.
That's why I'm like, I can do other things.
The sneak answers. No! This is our fight! In Draconic.
Ooh, that's oddly compelling.
So you get a shitty answer from me.
Yeah. He spits out blood and the sneak answers for him.
Alright, no problem. Then let's guiding bolt that schemer bitch.
Alright.
I have some buyer remorse.
Well, Yasa would get advantage.
I
if she
really
uses,
regret my
but she uses
decisions.
magic
Just 2
missile.
attacks.
Doesn't really
Oh, yeah.
It's bad.
But she might not.
But he also does like D4 damage.
I don't have
things, so you get,
anything.
Like a
It's
D8
really
power
weird.
hit.
Because I can't use spiritual weapon because
I
it's
got
a
it this
second
time.
level and I don't have more spots. Inflict wounds is touch, and we haven't been. She hasn't been close to us.
She hasn't been close. You can run over there if you want to.
It's a free action.
It's a move action. You're within range.
You can mage hand
There's
your.
technically necromancy. Like,
Can you mage hand?
does she have a
No.
resistance to necrotic damage? If I hit her with it? Or do you just want me to find out?
What if she's resistant to necrotic?
Yeah.
There's probably no reason she'd be resistant to necrotic.
She doesn't look dead.
Alright.
Not like me. I'm probably necrotic.
So
Is
I
that what
guess
you're doing?
I'm gonna go try to inflict wounds on her.
Yeah. So Savroth just runs up. Like you see his hands start crackling with dark energy
He's like,
and just.
shit.
And the schemer's like. He's going for
The fucking Savron shake.
I've been practicing for weeks.
Like she's sitting there with that rod, like shooting at Ayasa, like, and like she just looks over at you coming up with that hand and like,
I don't mean it in a good way. No.
Use the advantage.
Inspiration.
use your inspiration, you know.
Inspiration. Fuck
Come
it.
on, yeah, use
Just
it.
7
Yeah,
numbers.
use it.
Yeah, that's what we're
It's
talking
actually
about.
it's +7 to hit, so
So
I mean,
24.
But yeah, that's a 24 now.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
You shake the shit out of her
I'm
hand.
pretty sure,
She
like,
takes your resume. You didn't even ask her.
you just handed her, you just handed her your mixtape and it's fire. She melts. Have you heard my mixtape?
So is that a still roll?
Oh, go for it. I'm pretty sure she's dead. Like, I did not anticipate this.
So that's
I was
12.
running things, some pretty close things right here.
Plus 12 plus.
Just 12.
12? Yeah, she's dead. Like, she just, like, you just hit her and you see the life drain out of her, like, the
You
rod,
look
the
like
crystalline in the rod, like, the rod tarnishes and the crystalline shatters, like, and she drops it out of her hand.
Oh.
Just,
If this was Firefly, I'd be like, Savroth learns the value of a handshake.
Yeah.
oh, hold on, though. She does have that crazy-ass
Oh, yeah,
armor
she
on.
actually is a lich with a phylactery somewhere in another land, so she's fine.
Her Horcrux survives from another plane of existence.
You take 5
She
damage.
shows
Oh, the armor back at this.
Yeah, take 5 cold damage. You're silver, though, right?
I am.
Yeah, yeah.
You take 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you only rolled up.
Always round up
Yeah.
in D&D. So you take.
She's still dead though.
She's still dead.
Yeah.
She's still
That's
dead.
like that's the important.
That's really cool
I
about
got
it.
fucked. Like,
So everyone's there, just
alright.
me and this dude be like,
we're all just gonna be watching.
I'm
Is
so
he
tired.
gonna win?
Are you tired? I'm tired.
God. Okay, so top of the order, like after he yells that and you run up and kill her and she screams and dies, he's like, looks over, there's one dude left, there's Janice left, looks over at you,
No.
turns invisible, Gunk. And you see,
fucking Drake.
Yeah.
This fucking sneak piece of
so
shit.
he drinks a potion, turns invisible, and you see some movement in the snow and the dust, like as like he's moving away. So
Just like cutting actions, you did drink
Right.
the potion, then dash.
dash and all
I
that
got
stuff. So on your turn, on 13, you get an attack at him if you want to at disadvantage because he's invisible.
Can I see where the footsteps ended up?
About, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
grease that shit.
What about all the blood?
Oh!
The arrows sticking in.
Oh!
Okay.
Are the arrows still sticking out of him? Like,
No, they're all
no,
invisible.
right,
Everything's
grease
invisible.
that fucking,
Oh,
grease the footsteps.
Grease.
You don't go anywhere.
You're greasing where you think he is.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty. How does the targeting work for this?
Well,
90 feet. I don't think that guy moved 90 feet. this round.
no. But what's the radius of it? Like how much area does it cover?
Land.
20 feet.
10-foot square.
10-foot square. Okay.
10 by 10.
Yep, that's fine.
You're just
alright.
within
Now-
20 feet of a point.
That's sleep. This is grease.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to roll this.
Yeah.
But before you just declare this is what you want to do, just remember he is a rogue.
That's such an arcane trickster thing.
It's such a cool thing.
We're so mad at each other. I'm not thinking about that.
But he's a rogue, so he's really good at dexterity.
It's a destroy. I'm mad. I'm so mad.
Alright.
I'm
Do you have inspiration?
Kind of.
No, I spent it
like
re-rolling one of my shitty
No,
gathered
it's the same on
composure
his
to
part,
run
too.
away earlier.
Yeah.
This is
his thing.
He's
Yep.
not thinking that hard
I'm
about it.
seriously in the snow, bleeding, yelling grease words at him.
Grease is the word.
Is it this one?
Yep.
You rolled 3.
So all of a sudden, you
That's
put
your
grease on an area, you see the, and then you see,
What?
and you see
Did
a
he?
body, you see a body-sized shape
You failed it?
into the grease.
That's arcane trickster, baby.
It's full action though. That was all.
It's worth it. You get away from nothing.
Melting the snow. I'm gonna get you, fucking ebony piece of shit.
All right.
Holy shit.
Janice and the thugs. All right.
Tell me how much. There's only one thug left.
There's only
tell
one
me
thug.
how much he's actually staying. Around.
Yeah, is he?
He's not he's hearing all the battle sound, but he is in he's concentrating on him. He doesn't know what's
Yeah.
going on around him. All right.
I almost want to look at this guy like.
And
really?
Janice can't leave.
Yeah,
You can't.
Janice is
No. Don't.
So
This is-
thug, natural 20.
Shut up.
Adamantium
bitch.
armor.
Yeah.
So
Ping!
negates the crit, but you still take 4 damage.
I know.
It's like
Janice.
a sneeze that you had to cover,
Like
and you actually threw up a little bit.
Yeah.
Janice is looking over, sees you just have killed the thing. He's like,
I'm
and
not
he's
looking at him the whole
and
time.
he's like, and he's like, he wants to leave, and he just shoots, and the fucking bolt goes over your
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah.
He's like, Yasa. Yasa's gonna put all 3 magic missiles into the last thug that's on you.
Cool.
Might as well get rid of the thug for Rofra so he can finally
Duel Janice.
duel the person that he
It's
compelled to duel a while
I was
ago.
like, if you would attack that pile of snow, it'd be so goddamn mad.
I got it for you, honey. Don't worry about it.
I'm seriously, you want help?
Oh, she kills the last thug on you.
Oh, that's he.
The 3 small gold dragonlings burn into him, and he's like, ah! Collapses to the ground. So now it's just you and Janice. A splat in the grease. Okay, so
It's me, I think.
Rough Russ.
Nice. God, I keep forgetting.
Charge.
Yep, you charge him and go for it.
Lightning. I don't shoot my breath,
You're just,
but
it's coming out.
I'm using a utility thing just to look cool, basically.
Lightning coming out,
we all sense
coating
the
you.
end of a terrible power. It's like, everyone is dead now.
25.
That
Fuck,
hits.
he does it.
Too bad you don't have a spell to channel into this and smite this guy.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's gonna
That's
take
9 plus
13 damage.
13. All right. So he's like,
He
he
loses a
stop on his
foot.
horse. You're like, come down. The horse backs the hell up. He's like, big old slash through him. He comes off of his horse, not completely falling down, just the horse is too unruly, so it gets away from him. So he's now on the ground, facing you. Okay, that was 5-2. Roll for us. Not roll for us, Savrath.
Damage.
You want me to hurt your dude? I'm not gonna.
Oh, not my dude. What about his dude?
He's in a duel too. I don't want to.
Oh, you're
that.
Samurai's like, they've got it. We're like, we could use some help.
No. This is his fight. No, this is not my. Oh, help him.
He's like, I'm having a great time. I'm bleeding from my eyes. My opponent is invisible. My last 2 arrows went into orbit. He's got it.
So I'm going to use my thaumaturgy
Okay.
to make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal.
Yep.
And just yell Goldath.
Gold! Everyone get inspiration.
Yes.
Everyone has inspiration. Anything else? Any healing or anything like that? No? Alright.
That was good. That was good.
Back to the
That was
top.
good, noble.
I only have 1 spell slot. I'd rather save it in case someone
Drops.
does drop.
The sneak.
He has to make a dex save or stay prone.
Wait, doesn't he get an action before this?
No, he's
Nope.
prone
Grease
right
was
now.
the action.
Greats was the action. He makes his dex save, so he gets up.
He is visible now, right?
No. He's
No?
still invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just make sure the grease
that just
itself doesn't
what does
make
grease what does grease do?
It still remains difficult terrain for the duration.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's handy.
So you think it moves out of it, and you still see bits of the grease kind of moving.
And
But it's-
right?
It's hard to see. It's still disadvantage,
That's fine.
but he didn't get away.
I see him.
So now it is your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, 13. If you spend your inspiration, you can cancel
out the
your
so you roll
disadvantage.
normal.
Oh, there. So 21.
Yeah, that hits. He's dead.
He fucking he passed out again.
It's
I want to know if it how many HP did he have?
like two hit
Yeah,
points
there
left.
was no way I could have failed that. It was
Yeah.
like plus 7 to whatever I rolled.
Right. So like it's
8.
like he stands up, he's like trying to climb up the side, and you're just like and you hear him screech out. You see the 2 blades fall to the ground, and then then out of the snow just where his body lands as he pitches off the side of the wall.
I say, if he got back up, I'd have like spit in my hand through blood. I'm like, he's right there. Did you guys just hit him?
Yeah. Just stop.
He's covered in grease, blood, snow. He's not invisible. You fucking shoot him
So
with your hammer. Shoot him with your hammer. I'm so frustrated. That's not how sailors do that.
Janice is attacking you. He pulls out a short sword and like and hits you
It's like right in the Kingsley.
for 5.
Like, oh shit. He lets out.
Smile as I take it.
Yeah. All right.
5 damage is like stubbing
for
your
it.
toe on
I
the table.
stick my sword in the ground and I get the hammer out and I said, like a bug for your treachery car.
Hold on. Is your channel divinity, is that into the weapon or is that just
Send the weapon.
So you have to use your sword.
Yeah, no, if I want the channel divinity.
Oh, okay, you
So
don't
I'm
have
using, but I'm
You
going
just
to
wanna
promise,
hit him.
like a bug, you can't squash with a sword.
and you told him, you
Sideways,
said,
just
look, you see that weapon he's holding, and you were pointing at the hammer, right?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I probably would have.
Yeah.
So,
That's typically his.
yep.
Like a bug.
I mean, none of us are surprised.
And I'm using inspiration.
Okay.
Because this is RP. Oh, come on.
Much
There
better.
we go.
Okay.
25 again.
15 plus a lot.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
You realize, like,
If I had missed with this,
we're just watching you 2 until this ends, right?
Watching
5 plus 9.
You're like 10 feet
Is that
away
a
watching
2?
me like
Two.
shoot
Oh,
the
you're right.
dirt and like
Thank
him
you. I forgot about
change
those.
weapons.
That's another 2.
Uh,
How much?
That's going to be 9.
That's still dead. So,
Yeah. Like a bug. Ah.
and you just like
It's like
crack into his face and head. It just smashes down, and you just see him give you the most like incredulous look. So it's like,
I'm in the snow like something
just
about
pitches
gold
over. I forgot that he wasn't going to use his sword. He was going to use his ring of the ram last round, but I forgot.
That would have been interesting. Get my sword back and I look over on justice. And I put my shit away and I come back. Are you guys still alive? What's happening?
You
Well,
cannot
we
kill
will-
me that easily.
We will deal with the aftermath of this battle, as this is the first time in our history Gone 30 minutes over.
What?
It is 12:30 right
Oh
now.
my goodness.
So
We were
It was
in
a
the
battle.
heat of a.
the heat of a
So
skirmish.
Rifts went to 3:13 once, but this was like 3:23, I think. As we
Hey.
started.
Yeah.
So.
Good win on that duel, man. That was
me.
down to the grit.
You've gotten rid of at least 2 of your major opponents that you've been introduced to. So congratulations.
Yeah.
That Drake is still out there somewhere.
That Drake's still out there.
I mean, possibly. What did you say? 2 of our major.
Yeah, I mean you got.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe 3,
so we
depending if the green guy-
defeated.
Yeah, you've already got rid of him. So.
We defeated the green one, but who knows what their fate is.
All right.
Oh wow.
Thank you for watching, everyone. We will not be on next week as work obligations have reared their ugly head for some folk. Yeah.
I have to work next week.
But that does give us a
Quit
week
your
to
job.
level. So everyone will be leveling
Hey.
this week for realsies.
Sweet.
Sweet.
We'll talk about new items we may have just acquired.
Yep. When we get into the next round, you're guys gonna get the treasure of all of these foes that you vanquished.
Okay.
You're gonna get your level. And then you're gonna have to figure out what to do, like how to get out of here, right? All that fun stuff.
Oh, wow.
But thanks everyone for watching. We will not be here next week. 2 weeks from now, we will be back. I think so, if everything goes well. This is the Wileyverse. Thank you for watching. See you in 2 weeks.
Meet again. Don't know where.